mundo sabe que eu sou desta terra que eu amo. Longe de casa eu vou, mas o teu nome eu canto. É o meu sangue, é minha vida. Jurados ao teu amor, na alegria ou na ferida. Portugal seja onde for, pra cima deles, caralho. É o meu sangue, é minha vida. Jurados ao teu amor, na alegria ou na ferida. Portugal seja onde for. Pô, 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 pô. É o meu sangue, é minha vida. Jurados ao teu amor, na alegria ou na ferida. Portugal seja onde for.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Cantinho Benfiquista podcast. This time, special edition for the World Cup 2026. Can we make history? We've got a different type of crew here. A lot to talk about. I can promise you guys there's going to be a lot of debate, a lot of humor, a lot of arguing. So I might have the mute button on handy, ready to go. But I will start from left to right. Jason joining us from the Sunshine State, along with Oscar. Jay, how are you?
How we doing? How's everybody feeling up in the cold weather up there?
It's actually been warm the last couple of
Freaking
days.
hot, yeah.
Two more weeks, you guys will have snow. Don't worry about
Whatever. And then to my right, we got Oscar also joining us from the Sunshine State. How are you, Oscar?
I'm doing fabulous, man. This is the best time of the year.
Best time of the year, he says. All right.
And I love seeing Paul in red. Paul, you look so good in red, buddy.
There's some green in it too, though.
Yeah, just letting you know, you look really good in red.
Paul, how are you?
I'm good. Excited for the World Cup to kick off.
Less than 24 hours before it kicks off, right? 3 p.m. tomorrow, Mexico?
16 hours, I think, right now.
Who do they play?
South Africa.
Oh, okay. And Bill, how are you?
Doing good. Some new setup. Hopefully, it's not turning into therapy sessions like the Benfica ones were.
Yeah,
So
hopefully we're past therapy sessions for this year.
if we're going down that road, we're fucked.
We've turned the page. For those of you who are tuning in live, don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe wherever you are watching, tuning in. And then join the conversation. Leave us your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your conspiracy theories. I could probably guarantee that there's going to be some topics that are going to generate a lot of frustration and a lot of debate for some of you tuning in, as well as us here on the panel. But let's make it engaging and let us know what you're thinking on the other side. Para a malta que esteja a ver e esteja mais confortável a falar em português, podem escrever os vossos comentários. Todos percebemos português, por isso estejam à vontade e participem aqui nesta nossa conversa em relação à seleção. We will talk about squad selection. There's been a lot of talk about who he called up, who wasn't called up. We've got 4 goalies, new tactic we're going to try for 2026. We'll talk about our strengths, our weaknesses, what our expectations are for the group, and then we'll go around and talk about predictions across the tournament as a whole. So to kick things off, we've got squad selection. So I'll run through this here. We've got 4 keepers, as I said. So Diogo Costa, José Sá, Rui Silva, and Ricardo Velho. Defense, we've got Daló, Mateus Nunes, Nelson Semedo, João Cancelo, Nuno Mendes, Gonçalo Inácio, Renato Veiga, Rubem Dias, Tomás Araújo. Midfields, we got Ruben Neves, Samu Costa, João Neves, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, and Bernardo Silva. And up top, we've got João Félix, Trincão, Chico Conceição, Pedro Neto, Rafael Leão, Gonçalo Guedes, Gonçalo Ramos, e Cristiano Ronaldo. Quickly in the chat, we've got Scott from Scotland. Hello, Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Manny says, can't wait for the Ronaldo slander. He's got his popcorn ready. Let's start with the squad, right? And I'll throw this question out there, and you guys can feel free to jump in, whoever wants to start, and then we can kind of bounce around. But who would you guys if you had to pick 2 or 3 players that are there that you think maybe shouldn't be there, and who would you replace them with in regards to who you think should be there? Ready, set, go. Who wants to go?
I would get rid of a goalie, bring in a left back immediately.
Who would you bring in for left back?
Who would you bring in as a left back?
Rafa Guerrero. He's secure, regardless of his injury history and all that. He could play left back. He's a backup. If you absolutely need him to, he can take free kicks. He can play the whole left wing, and he can move into the midfield when, you're playing some of the smaller teams that are compact, and you just got to overload the midfield. See, you don't need 4 right backs.
I'll tell you one thing. I totally feel about Rafa Guerrero because that's a must. I think for a fourth goalie, which we don't need unless it's for practice.
Makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, unless it's for practice. It's the only reason why I think a fourth goalie is there. But
that was his reason. He said it. He said it.
Yeah,
the only reason for practice was training.
Right. Yeah, like having like 4 goalies in training.
To me, it's stupid. It's a waste of a spot. Especially knowing that the Nuno Mendes is an injury risk. It makes absolutely no sense not to take Rafa Guerreiro if he's healthy. I'm not sure if he ended the season healthy, Rafa Guerreiro, but if he's healthy, it's a must have him there, right? And then another thing is like and I don't know if you want to keep going with your selection, Jay, or like who else would you drop?
No, go ahead. I'm totally fine. I like Nelson Semedo. I think he's a fine, serviceable player, but we don't need 4 right backs. You already have 3 that are capable of doing each other's job. They're all the same. They're carbon copies of each other.
Right.
Cancelo might be more offensive. Neither him or Dalot know how to play defense properly. They're always out of position. So like, what do you need 4 dudes that do the same thing? Unless someone came in injured and he was preparing for having that additional backup, it makes no sense to me to have 4 goalies and 4 right backs, especially knowing that you're probably one of the teams, top 3, top 5, that are probably going to keep the ball the whole time during the game.
Yeah. Does it worry you guys that Ruben Diaz hasn't played for months, and he's definitely going to start? And when you look at the center backs, we've got 4. Diaz is again been hurt, and Tomás Araújo is injury prone. Like, does it worry you that we've got Renato Veiga and Gonçalo Inácio that are those technically the other 2 when you've got 2 others that one's not been playing for a while and the other is injury prone?
And this is the reason why my biggest highlight here was the 4th goalie, and Inácio was my biggest, because I think like we need a center back that we can rely on, right? To me, Inácio is not a center back that I rely on. I think not even as a backup, I rely on that guy. We needed somebody that is, and you have to think of, like not only for a center back, but we're playing teams, especially in the right away, Congo. African team that is physical. That team, we need bodies. We need big bodies. And Inácio is a guy you can see today in today's game gets tossed around like a doll. He's not a guy you can trust, especially against physical teams that we're going to be playing. So to me, he's almost like why? And like we have guys like and obviously this with experience, big guys like Danilo Pereira, right? He's been there, done that. He won the Euro with us, and he plays 90 minutes a game now under Sérgio Conceição, right? And if we can get Ruben Neves, we can get Danilo too, right? Like what's one more than the other? And the guy offers you a center back position, and if you need a big body in the middle to stop, depending on what team you're playing, he offers you that as well. So to me, Danilo it was another one like Rafael Guerreiro. It just makes sense to have there because of who you're playing. Right now, we're going to be playing with 3 center mids that are all small guys. And if you keep the ball, and that's fine. But then when you play a team like Nigeria and the teams that press really high and physical, these guys are going to get tossed off the ball, and we don't have nobody to be there like with a presence in the middle. And maybe I'm wrong because Spain does play that kind of system with small guys, and they keep the ball 90% of the time, and it works for them. But I'm not sure we're there yet. We're not there yet.
So I mean, you have the midfield. The midfield you definitely have to be able to keep the ball for huge stretches of the game.
Because you saw today when you lost the ball, these guys were chasing it, but they're getting tossed off the ball. Those guys are just like almost like a big football player, just handing people off. Like what the hell, man? If we don't have the ball, we're in trouble.
Yeah, but according to Paul, we're not playing 100% in these prep games, so who really cares?
I was waiting
You
for
are.
it.
We're definitely not. I don't know if you watched, but if you tell me Ronaldo misses an open net and he laughs, probably not.
So you think Ronaldo went into this game and said, "I don't give a shit. I'm gonna miss the net and I don't care." The
No,
greatest
I think-
goal scorer that FIFA
No.
has
You're
ever
putting words
seen.
into my mouth.
You
What I'm
just
saying
said it.
is, but it's like Ronaldo, he doesn't want to miss. Obviously, that's stupid. What I'm saying is, it's not a serious game. These guys are not trying their hardest. No one's going to go into a 50-50 ball and slide tackle to get hurt. It's a very lighter game. It's nothing like a World Cup game or a game that matters.
If you knew any history about Ronaldo, him missing on a friendly, on a pickup game, or on a serious game is to me is the same exact thing. He fucking throws a fit.
But he didn't. He was laughing.
Laughing because he sucks now.
Because he missed.
So
three
you think
buddies.
that he just admits? So he just thinks he sucks. So he's gonna laugh. That's what he's doing.
No. I'll tell you a little story that brings what happened today in the game. It brought me back a memory, right? So I was on the trampoline, and Julie, if she's listening to this, she'll fucking laugh at this. I'm on a trampoline with my nephew, and back then when I was 25, I could do a backflip and fucking do everything I wanted to. The other day I was on the trampoline and I'm like, I can still do a backflip. I landed on my face and I scratched my nose, and I almost broke my neck. You know why? Because my mind thought I could do it. My body said no. That's what I felt about Ronaldo today. He could not fucking do it anymore.
That's very funny. It's a very funny comparison.
We've digressed a little bit on the roster, but I have serious concerns that the team and the fan base is thinking, because we have 2 prep games, no one wants to get injured, and we're taking it lightly. That's how we went into all our major tournaments and missed half of them, and then struggled to get out of the groups because of that.
Yeah, I agree. I think going in, obviously no player wants to get hurt a game or two before the tournament. Naturally, if there's a 50-50 ball, they're naturally not going to go into it as if they would if it was a group stage match. I'm not going to say that's not the fact, because I think we can all agree that that's the reality. But going into a tournament, it's super, and we talk about this every tournament, whether it's the Euro or the World Cup. Going into a tournament, winning 4-5-0 and having a good performance is such a lift of motivation and confidence, whether it's a Nigeria, whether it's whoever the hell you're playing in those friends. I think one of the recent tournaments, I think France was like smashing going into it. And we were talking about, I remember Jay specifically was like, that's what you want. Like, you want to smash going into it, because it gives you just a huge lift of confidence and motivation rather than kind of limping across the line. Now, does that mean that there's going to be a reflection of the performances in the tournament? No, but I mean, it's something that you do like to see. Are there any other question marks for you guys? I think one for me that stood out was, I'm surprised Palhinha didn't get called up, if I'm being honest. I don't know enough about Samu Costa, so I'm not going to sit here and say that he's good or bad or indifferent, but
I think
I'm surprised that I'm surprised that a guy like Palhinha is not there over Samu Costa, but you guys might know him more than I do and have a different opinion, but that's one that stood out to me.
He's so good that Mallorca went to second division.
I was just going to say, he was on a team that just went to the second division. So
they got relegated?
Yeah.
Tottenham did?
No,
the team.
Tottenham almost did.
Samu
Costa's team.
But why?
And
So
Tottenham almost did.
he's been getting called up though, even before, like other friendlies. Samu was coming in without Palhinha before.
The first time I learned about this guy was when we played fucking in the summer.
Recent.
He got called up.
The 2 friendlies, the game before we play USA. That's the only time I ever saw that guy play.
Me too. I'd never heard of him before either.
Hey, I'll tell you. He against Mexico, I thought he was a joke. I thought, Mike, this guy sucks. I don't even know why he's here. But he has not done bad since. Like, he's fast. He's gotten a good crucial blocks inside our box.
Is he a 6 or an 8?
I think he's defensive. I think he's a 6.
I think he's like a twinkle.
I think he's an 8, but like, that's how bad this dude is. You don't know what position he actually plays.
Like, I feel like he's like he's deep. I don't think he'll ever start unless it's like the third game, like in the group. But if we choose not to do all the starters and rest people, but he's like probably not even going to get subbed in.
What are you going to do if you need to go big in the middle?
I mean, Ruben Neves is there.
that's a slow guy.
I mean,
You
that's
put
what,
Neves against the African team that can.
I feel like Samu is only going to get subbed in is if we get to hold the result or something. It's the only time.
I guess my question there would be is I agree with you. He's probably not going to play. But why not call the kid that's at fucking West Ham then?
Yeah, that's what. I agree. The
Matheus
younger.
Fernandes had a good
Matheus Fernandes.
season.
But that's the thing
He's
too. Is
playing
like,
in a tougher league. It's more physical. It's more draining. They play a lot more games. If he's not going to play, then you're getting the same thing out of him.
He would be like a Bruno replacement, right? Like sub. He's
I
more
think
advanced.
He can play both.
I think he's he's like a box to box more.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
he
he
can
was
play
a
both.
Trinco, but he's more like a box to box.
But now you're solving two problems. You get a backup, you get the kid a bunch of experience, and he's probably going to be one of the future midfield rotation players. You solve that problem. He's probably not going to play anyway. So what's the difference at that point?
But is this kid? What's his name again?
Matheus Fernandes. Yeah.
Is he a Bruno Fernandes replacement? Is he like behind the?
No, I think he play. I
like a
think
central
he's
midfield
better
now.
playing behind.
Yeah, I would agree.
Behind the 8.
Like it's like a Vitinha, like a John Neves type of position.
Well,
Yeah, but he's more box to box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's honestly he's a Portuguese kid, but he doesn't play like a Portuguese kid.
No,
he's when he was on
definitely
Sporting,
workhorse.
this little games he played, he was like more of a Trinco. But
He's
I
a
think he's
physical
developed more
dude.
like a box to box.
If you look at him, he's a thicker guy. Like he's not these little skinny
No.
midfielders. He's a big, thick dude.
He's a guy to play alongside a 2 midfield pivot. He's the guy that's just going to do the running. But and then again, you got João Neves and Vitinha, but he would be a good option to give you if you need the legs, if you need someone to make a late run into the box, if you need someone to get into those final zones into the box. Like he's the perfect candidate because he can give you all of that and he will work his socks off.
Or if we're winning 1-0 at the end of the game and all the other team is doing is throw long balls, and we have is short guys in the midfield that we need some height, some physicality, and we don't
he's not
have
big.
He's not big.
He's also
stocky,
not
but he's
big.
not tall.
But he's a like he plays in a physical league, dude. I mean, the team went down, but
correct.
They're Man U, all these big teams want to fucking buy this kid, so he's
West Ham
clearly
put
got
100 mil transfer target on him too.
I mean, I literally said that we were very short in the midfield and got called stupid and all these other things.
I will.
It's interesting.
When we get there, I think you guys are all stupid and wrong about this.
But another guy that I think would have been beneficial, and he probably wouldn't play either, is, and I said it plenty of times, is Kinda, because he can also play the whole left side. He has experience defending, and he.
Who would you take out though for wingers?
Well, the goalie, the same thing.
The goalie, according to Thiago, he's not officially on the. I don't know if that's legitimate or not, but Thiago says he's not officially on the roster. He's an emergency player.
Correct, but if somebody gets hurt, the guy, he can come in. So
correct,
but he's got to come in if Nuno Mendes gets hurt, because what's that going to do for the team?
Correct. So you could have had someone else as an emergency player, but let's look at the 26. Who would you take out to replace Kinda?
I mean, it's tough because I mean, we don't need 4 right backs. It's true, but they're all they all have an argument to get called up.
No, Nelson Semedo does not have an argument.
He'd probably be the only one
over the lot.
I think
the lot is way overrated.
The ball he gave Ronaldo today makes him deserve a spot because that was fucking phenomenal, right? And the lot, I don't think the lot has done that much this year to deserve to over Semedo, to be honest with you.
Well, he played for a top 4 team in the EPL, and he was but
he had a lot. He didn't start a lot of the games.
Well, he played majority of Carrick's games. He was the right back. Ignore the whole bum that was there before. What was his name, Paul? I forget.
Man, he's gonna get pissed, dude.
I'm not.
Manny's fingers are gonna be on fire.
He killed it on Sporting, so.
Yeah, fucking Farmers League, dude. Like, you guys got to let that shit go.
Is anyone else? I know Oscar's not going to be, but is anyone else surprised that Geddes got called up?
No, I think he's honestly should be our number 9.
Really?
Starting forward for the national team. And I'll be the first one to admit it. I can't believe I'm saying it.
Yeah, because you shit on him, and I used to defend that guy.
Oscar, do you agree?
I actually watched the Spanish league a lot this year, and he was one of the best players in the fucking league.
I saw his goal in the last jornada, but I didn't see John Bernardo says Ricardo Duarte should have been called up.
I
think he deserves a shout.
I have him on my list too.
The potentials that I have that should have been or could have been considered was Arta, Pot, Danilo. I have Pilas.
Pot had a shit season.
Yeah, I don't think Pot should be there.
No,
and
but
he like never played.
I'm talking consider Paulinho. I think Paulinho had the best season in Mexico and playing in as a tournament in Mexico, US, and Canada could go far. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if we ever get to the phase where we might play in Mexico. I don't think we in our bracket we end up in Mexico, do we?
No, we never get to Mexico.
No.
Well, but he's
fuck you, Danny.
Fuck is he talking about?
He's talking about Jay saying that Getz should start as number 9.
I'm not. I will die on that hill by myself. I don't give a shit. I
will say though, we also when in the last World Cup, I think it was, or the last Euros, when we faced Switzerland and won 6-1, everyone was like, "Oh, Gonzalo Ramos is the guy," and then the next game he sucked. It's terrible.
No, but Jay wasn't saying Gonzalo. You said Gonzalo Guedes, not Gonzalo Ramos.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is
said-
we the same thing where like a guy has one good game and then all of a sudden he should be the starter.
Yep.
But
No, but this isn't a one game though. I'm referencing
No, on
his
Portugal
season.
though.
Yeah, and then who's saying he had a good game in Portugal? He said he had a good season in Spain. That's why he deserves to play number 9.
No,
I know,
Paul
but
was
you're
using
saying
the
that he should
example of
start on
Gonzalo
the
Ramos.
Seleção. But we said this all before when one guy had like a good game.
Paul, you're saying that Gonzalo Ramos had one good game against Switzerland. Tell me the good game that Ronaldo had in the other 3 games that we had.
No, but that's my point. But then he sucked right after.
And Ronaldo sucked the 3 games before.
And Ronaldo sucked every other game.
So what the fuck are you saying?
But we're just like we're picking up on one guy that played better than Ronaldo in these.
Okay, he
friendlies.
played one game better. And
No. Hold on. There was 25 guys. Actually, take out the 18 goalies we have. So 24 guys that played these last 2 games that played better than Ronaldo.
So
Ronaldo was by far one of the worst players in these past 2 prep games on the field. And I'm combining both teams.
And he got the most minutes.
Well, I would say,
and I saw that he had less touches than the opposing goalie.
I actually have a question for Paul. Tell me, by the miss that he had today, Samir passed that across. It was a tap in, right? Tell me how he was not going hard, not to get hurt by missing that ball. That's why he smiled.
I mean, he didn't like try. He could have easily stopped.
He could have tried to score.
The greatest goal scorer soccer has ever seen didn't try to score a goal because he doesn't want to get hurt. That's
the ball was behind him. I don't know what he was thinking, but it's not going to like stop him from starting.
Wait, I have a question. Do you think he scores that in the World Cup game?
I think he treats it very much differently. That ball.
But what is he going to do differently?
He doesn't just swing at it like that.
What do you mean? How's he going to swing at
it? It was like way behind him.
Bro, you know he missed like 3 of those today, right?
Well, he missed one that he's like wide open, and then that one. Those are his big
first half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the first half was Samir. That's a tap in, and he completely pinked it.
Yeah,
you know what those are?
The net.
You know what all of
because
those
he was
are?
afraid to get hurt by hitting the ball right.
It's just timing. His timing is off because he can't keep up with the game speed at the moment. He just can't.
And I'm not saying that Ronaldo like is 100% should be the starter. I do think he should start the first game. If he does suck like he's been sucking, then absolutely give Giz a spot.
Hold on, before we get into the
chance.
Ronaldo conversation. Hold on. Is there any other player that you guys think deserved consideration that isn't on there, or a player that is there that you think shouldn't be there?
Inasi shouldn't be there.
Who would you bring?
Yeah, who would you bring?
You said Danilo.
I would have Inacio there. I don't think Renato Vega should be there. I don't know what anyone sees in him. I have not seen anything that makes him deserve. Like Antonio Silva had an up and down season. I would rather Antonio, and I'm not a big fan of his. I'd rather Antonio Silva than Renato Vega. Do you guys see anything in him? I don't.
I don't watch him play at all either.
I think he's just a big body. We need a big body.
He's a big dude.
I think
for what, to sit on the bench? He's not going to play.
I think he's out of position too.
There's no way he starts.
I think Inacio is going to blow it, and somebody has to come in. If it's not a Renato Vega is a lefty, right? He's the only option to be a left center back.
Is Arujo hurt?
No,
Ush was
played
there,
today.
but two righties. They're two
today.
righties. Even Diaz and Arujo are both righties.
Yeah.
I hate that whole righty lefty thing anyway.
Yeah, I
think
don't think it
It's
matters.
true, but
anymore.
They're
more-
fucking
more
professional
convenient.
players. They can fucking play.
It's more
Yeah,
convenient. I get it. It's more convenient though. Like
no, I agree. I agree there. When you're trying to swing the ball, it's easier to go from one to the. I get that. I don't buy that shit. And look, dude, Vega actually played for a Villarreal team that did get into
They
the
did play
top
well this
four in
season.
Spain.
Yeah.
I think he's playing out of position because when he went to Chelsea, I thought he was a left back, kind of left midfielder. Now he's all of a sudden a center back. I mean, is that the best we got, honestly? So we go from 40-year-old Pep. He could
It's a
probably
downgrade.
still start. He could still start on the
could-
team right now,
Yep.
honestly.
Yep.
Do you know how
We have a
pathetic
lot
that
of-
is?
We do have a lot of players that play out of position though on their club teams. Like Ruben Neves plays center back. Nunes plays right back. Like those guys are not natural center back right backs either.
Who wants to take this question from Mikey? Is everyone
No,
opposed? Everybody
Mikey-
opposed to Samu playing center
Lá
back?
vamos nós com fucking.
Does Samu
Dude.
play in center back?
He's trolling us. I know he's trolling us right now. Too many
And he says
margaritas in
The
Mexico.
traffic cone's
Traffic
better
cone.
than Inasu.
That I agree with.
I
Inacio
totally
fucking
agree with that.
blows.
I absolutely be the last player I called to this LaSalle was Inacio. I think he's a joke, overrated player. Joke. He's the weakest link on that team, in my opinion. And we can put that above Ronaldo. And Ronaldo,
Hey, dude, I will say this. I thought Inacio had a ton of potential. I honestly thought, like, okay, this is the next big center back. When I watched him play against Mexico and U.S., that dude couldn't connect a 10-yard simple lateral pass for his life. Gotta go. Kid's gotta go.
I would agree though.
And that's
Inacio in the Selección does suck. He's way. I mean, even on Sporting, there's times that he like pisses me off, but it's like night and day.
But Sporting is like only does when he doesn't have Colu. He's obviously
Oh,
that thing.
There it is.
Well,
Goal.
the other thing too is like
the call it makes him look like a superstar. That's why people are saying that he's worth $60-70 million because it was Call it's easy. The ball doesn't
Imagine
Explain
that.
to me
Those
how-
numbers were thrown out around his name. 50, 60, 70
Wasn't it
million.
last year?
that was like a couple
Wasn't it
years
Real
ago, yeah.
Madrid that wanted him apparently?
For who?
Inacio.
For Inacio.
Inacio.
Oh, my God. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I wish they cashed in back then.
You know what it
but-
is?
yeah.
You know how back in the day we used to say the shirt used to weigh too much? I think that's what's happening with the kid. He made a couple mistakes. He's a mental case. He's cooked.
But
Yeah,
it's
he-
almost the same thing.
I mean,
the
bringing Tony Silva isn't going to make it any better because he's a mental case as well. Like
Yeah.
he had it with
Yeah,
Benfica where
I'll tell you,
he had it with Benfica where he had a few bad passes and then it was all downhill from there.
yeah, but Tony Silva's recovered from a lot of mistakes, and
He
that
has.
was surprised about because Ferro's never recovered. Ferro never recovered, and Tony Silva's
Yeah.
come back from some major mistakes that I was surprised he actually, for a kid that age, came back.
But Inacio did play for Sporting, who played some real fucking big games this year. Like that matters. When you go into a
it does.
tournament like this, it matters.
Yeah, but he also he fucked up a lot on Sporting too.
He did. John Bernardo
Um,
makes a good case, right? The game against Torrens for the Taça de Portugal, he gets turned on
Yeah.
that penalty. It's like
Yeah.
amateur hour. How the fuck do you concede
And-
that?
And I forgot what game it was, but he gave up like a red card. The guy like also like muscled him, and then he was like he pulled him back from behind. I forgot what game it was.
Was it
Might have been
Torrens?
Champions League. No, it was before that.
Oh.
Can we cut the Inacio bullshit? Because this is pissing me off now.
All right,
He's
we'll
gonna
jump
start.
to the.
I know that's what sucks. It's
We're gonna
piss
get
me
to
off
that.
30 days.
Let's go through who do you guys think will be the surprise player to you in this squad, this tournament?
Surprise, good or bad?
Surprise
Good, because the
player?
next one's an underperformer. Yeah,
right, so-
positive good.
I have two.
Okay.
One is going to be kind of real obvious. Portugal goes where Bruno takes us. It's that
100%.
flat, simple.
I said it multiple times too. I agree.
I think our biggest surprise player that has a significant role that is going to play probably significant minutes is going to be Chico. He's the kind of guy that can flip a game on its head by just touching the ball a couple times down the right wing. I think he's going to be our off the bench, first player off the bench, trying to change a game. Hopefully we're not in that position where we need him to, because he's also a little and could cause problems with his head, but I do think he's going to be a surprise player.
Okay. Anyone else have anyone different?
I think, and this is almost an obvious, but I think Chico Conceição, is that what you're thinking about? Conceição or Trincão?
Chico.
Conceição, yeah.
Okay. I think I agree with you. I think he's the player that he might win when he's winning on the. He might get actually a starting level. Well, just shut your dog up, bro.
Doesn't like your voice.
God, I interrupting a person while they talk.
Mute this guy, Mikey. Mute his ass.
Seriously.
No, but I agree with you, Jay. I think Conceição is a guy that can come in and change the game completely. I used to hate when he came in with Porto against Benfica for that exact reason. Is because he's a guy that can pull something out of his ass and screw up the whole game for the other team.
He's just so good with like those tight spaces. He gets into the 18 right on that
And the goal that he scored today is just proof of that. Like where he's going.
Yeah, you just can't stop it. There's nothing.
He's so quick to pull the trigger too. He makes that move and he pulls a shot off real quick.
He reminds me of Robin a lot. Robin was a little bit more like straightforward kind of player, get behind.
But his shiftiness is similar.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of that.
He did the same thing against Germany. Remember the Nations Cup against Germany? The same exact thing. Just comes in, cuts into the and then he shoots it. He has a good shot. So I think I agree with you. I think he's going to be a surprise player. The horrible play is going to be Inacio if he starts.
All right, so that's your underperformer. All right. Bill, Paul, any other surprises?
I think, and I've shit on this kid all fucking year in the Benfica podcast, but I think Felix could be if he's in the right mindset, he can ball, and we've seen it. And I think, unfortunately, I hate the fact that he went to fucking Saudi, but that year in Saudi and bagging fucking 20-something goals could help. And I think if he comes into the World Cup with that mindset that we've seen him play, I think he can easily start on that left side. Because right now, for me, it's between him and Neto on the left.
Leão.
Dude, I think Leão's fucking a head case. I mean, we clearly saw it last week.
But
he'll play. He'll play.
Dude, he's such an underperformer, though.
Yeah, but I feel like Felix, he's the same way. Felix is lazy.
The same thing.
Too. Yeah.
But João Felix had a good season. Leão had shit for Milan.
One plays in Italy and the other one plays in Saudi retirement age.
Good. Hey, bagging goals helps the confidence, right?
Yeah, it does. But in Italy you have to run, and in Saudi you probably have to walk the whole game, and that's what he does in Sicily too. He thinks he's Messi.
Goals.
His plays, you get the ball in his feet.
Are you going to complain if he scores 4 or 5 goals in the World Cup?
If he scores 4 or 5 goals in the World Cup, I'll give you $100.
Okay, but I'm just saying, are you going to? If he does it, are we complaining about his defensive work? No, we're not.
I think Rafa Leão might be top 2, 3, maybe. You can make an argument. Most talented player Portugal has.
He is.
But
he's lazy.
No brain.
I'm not sure he has been coached properly to encourage, get it right, 90 minutes a game every week.
He almost reminds you of the Pogba mentality. He has so much potential and skill, and then he just doesn't.
But he's had some good coaches, dude. I mean, he had Sergio Conceição, right? He's got a Portuguese guy at AC Milan. He just had Max Allegri. Yeah. Right? It's not like he's had guys that are young and he can't get anything out. He's had some guys that have been around the block and he hasn't figured it out. He's still young, but I agree with you, Jay. We've talked about this in the past. He's got every tool in the shed to be an elite. He's got speed. He's got creativity. He's so unpredictable when he's going one-on-one. He'll go on top of the defender every time when he's got the ball. But it's just the mental aspect of it. It's if he just decides mid-game, I'm not going to fucking run, he's just not going to run.
That's it. Doesn't do it. And then we're fucked.
Yeah, there's no changing his mind. And that's the negative side of it is when you lose him, Oscar likes to call the cliff, when he falls off that cliff, he's off.
Cooked.
Like there's no pulling him back mentally, which is a disaster because
I mean, dude, this kind of refers back to the not trying so hard during these games. He got into a fucking fight against Chile. So like he has that urgency.
Yeah, it wasn't even him.
But like apply it when you have the fucking ball in the field, when you got to play defense a little bit, when you got to defend. Yeah. Like not on the sideline bullshit against a team that's not even in the World Cup.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, and for
one thing that it's gonna, and this is maybe a way, and maybe not, as not helping Ronaldo's case, is that we have our wingers, but they're both playing with off. You know, a righty playing on the left.
They're gonna cut in.
So these guys are all meant to, because you saw Rafael Leão, the game he got a red card. Every single cross he did with his left foot was either too long or too over the net. So those guys, I feel bad for Ronaldo in a way because those crosses never get in there. Like,
well, I think the plan or the hope is that Nuno Mendes and Cancelo are far enough up the field that they're the ones playing those crosses in.
Yeah, that's if that were. I mean, I can see that Nuno Mendes does a lot for PSG and for Portugal, but we need wingers that can actually go to the line too and cross. And the only one that actually does that, to be honest with you, is Pedro Neto when he comes in.
And he sucks. So,
but he loses 10 of them before he gets one right.
Correct. But he plays on the left. He goes down to the line. He crosses it in, and whatever. Like that's the way we get crosses in.
Dude dribbles with his fucking head down 90% of the time.
Paul, who's your? It was a nice goal. Paul, who's your surprise?
So I actually agree 100% with what Jay said. One thing, Portugal, the way Bruno Fernandes plays in this tournament is going to reflect a lot on how Portugal does, because I do think a lot of it's going to run through him. And then I said in our group text too, I think Conceição is going to be like, at first I said debated could he be a starter, but I think he's better coming off as like a super sub if you need a goal or something coming in like 60th minute. And so I agree with what Jay said completely.
All right. I
think he's perfect for a 25, 30-minute like cameo every game.
And he probably will. Conceição.
Chico.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Like you don't have to play him 90 minutes, dude.
Yeah, and I don't think he's for me, I feel like he's more impactful off the bench than he's starting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Like you catch these teams in the final 30 minutes that are, gassed or outside backs with yellow cards. Like he's just going to fucking go at you every time. And he might, in 10 1v1s, he might lose 8 of them. But the 2 that he gets past you, he's either going to get you sent off or he's going to create something dangerous.
Yep. 100%.
And as much as I don't like him as a person or as a mindset, like I just hate everything about him, like his mentality. I hate it, but I have to admit that like he is just a guy, like you said, that can just turn the game on its head.
One thing that I like about what we have is we have options for different types of games. Like we have that option for Bernardo Silva to play where the game needs to be a little slower and more control. We have the option to counterattack with Leão and Conceição with our fast guys that can get behind the defense. So we have a lot of options. Now depends how Martinez uses them because he has a lot of pieces he can play around with.
Agreed. My surprise is, or I think will be Trincão. I think I like him a lot as a player. He's able to kind of come in between lines. He can kind of come inside and play as another midfielder and open up the wing for the outside back. He's got really good feet. His connection play. I mean, the first goal today, like he comes in from the wing, he beats 1 or 2 guys, plays that ball over the top. Like I think he's got a lot of good qualities. And I think he could be a huge piece to this puzzle. Again, it just depends on if Martinez plays him, and if he does, where does he play him?
Right, because you have to think. You have for that position more or less Trincão. We have Bernardo Silva, Conceição, and
that's
Trincão.
it. Yeah.
So he might be the third option.
Dude, I think a lot of people forget that like Trincão left Portugal to go to one of the best Barcelona teams possibly ever made.
Yeah. And
played and did well, but just couldn't figure out to play like 90 minutes consistently. Kid's legit. He was right there with Chico. I just think Chico might be a little bit more get up the wing, get in the box.
Yes, he's a very different player. Yeah. Trincão reminds me a lot, similar style of Bernardo. keep the
Yeah.
ball,
Yeah.
pick your head up, able to distribute.
similar.
All right, underperformer, which I think is going to end up leading us into another conversation. But Jay, I'll start with you again. Who's your
Ronaldo,
underperformer?
100% Ronaldo.
I mean, when the bar's already low,
I
much
don't know.
lower
He's
can it go?
he's gonna lower it, dude. Have you guys looked at the stats of how many World Cups he's been in and how many goals he scored in knockout games?
This is what, his 6th World Cup, right? He's going into his 6th.
I think he's got as many goals in knockout games than Ochoa does, and he's a fucking goalie, which is 0.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'll confirm that for you. Oscar, who's your underperformer?
I'm pretty sure that's the case. That's how low the bar is right now.
Listen, guys, I'm really hope I'm wrong, and I hope Ronaldo kills it. I hope Ronaldo scores 10 goals this World Cup and we're the champions, and he lifts it up, because that'll be the dream for every Portuguese person out there. I really do agree that I don't believe it because I haven't seen it. I think besides the World Cup against was it the Euro? The World Cup against Spain, the 3-3. Was that Euro?
No,
World Cup.
That was the World Cup.
World Cup.
That's the one that he scored the free kick, right?
He scored 3 goals that game. And then we played Uruguay. We lost Uruguay on the next round, right?
Yeah.
That game is probably the only last real game that I saw from Ronaldo. I said, "Oh shit, he's still got it." After that, it's been like slowly downhill, but now he's reached almost the bottom.
Look, I want him to score a bunch of goals and carry our ass again. I just don't think he's capable of it right now.
He has 0 goals in knockout stages in the World Cup, and he's been in. This is going to be a 6th.
I think it's
the 6th.
If we always made it through, so that means this
Right, 2022.
There's at least 6 games that he played and he didn't score.
Was he there in 2002 in Korea?
No.
So 2006,
10,
10, 14, 18, 22. Yeah, this will be a 6th.
We're 6th.
Yeah. And we didn't. The only game I think the only turn that we didn't go through, it was the U.S. against U.S. and Germany that we got knocked out in group. That was
2002.
That was in Brazil.
Oh
No.
That was Brazil. We lost to Germany 3-0.
Oh yeah.
And
2010. No,
we lost
the
2012.
red card, right? Pep got the red card.
Yeah, that Pep got the red card against
2014 was it?
That's
2014.
I think might be the only tournament that we didn't qualify to go through to the knockouts.
He's
Yeah,
played
but the
8.
one-
He's played 8
2010
knockout stage games.
Yeah, 2010 we had 1 and done. We lost 1-0 to Spain.
That's not good.
2006 we went to the semis.
2006, yeah, we lost.
We lost to France.
France
France.
1-0.
Yeah, that
and
And
then,
then lost to Germany in the 3rd place.
2010, we lost to Spain.
Yep.
1-0.
In 2022, Morocco.
Which in today's game, that
Also 1-0,
that
right?
goal for Spain.
That was the one that Diogo Costa came out wrong, right? And they scored the header.
Yeah.
Morocco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right,
that's a lot. That's a lot of games, folks, for him not to show up. And they say he's a big game player, right? And that's proved that he's not for Seleção. Yeah, PK. Let's be honest. The games that the PKs that we've had in the 90 minutes, he's missed a few crucial ones. Like I'm thinking right now, like the World Cup, the Euro that we won, like we tied all the games in the groups. He missed it again. It was against Austria.
Hungary. Was it Hungary?
No, Austria. It was a 0-0 that we like in 86 missed a PK.
It was Austria. Paul, me, you watched that at Phil's house.
Yeah. So that game right there, like this, some crucial games.
All right, so Jay and Oscar got Ronaldo. Paul, who's your underperformer?
Can I add to that though, Mikey, really quickly?
Yeah.
I'm going to reference exactly what I said earlier, that this team goes as far as Bruno. Don't be surprised if he's an underperformer too.
Okay. Paul?
I mean, he's historically for the Seleção. Yeah. I mean, I do think that we're going to see a different Ronaldo than we just saw in the last 2 friendlies. But that's just my opinion. I think he's going to play hopefully much better. But the only 2 guys that come to my mind out of our whole Seleção would be Ronaldo or Inácio, because everyone else is solid. I think it's very hard to they might have a bad game here and there. So I'm going to go with Inácio because I do think Ronaldo's going to step up and be way different than he was in these friendlies.
I hope you're right.
Me
You
too.
know, it's funny that we're going through Inacio and Ronaldo, but everybody's forgot the guys that are legit hot or cold, like Felix, João Felix and Leão.
Yeah, Bruno's one too. It really is. Bruno always gets like
really consistent throughout the season. And for Celestão, Bruno's the most consistent player we have. When it comes to like hot and cold, you have to think of João and Leão.
Yeah, but
like,
I don't expect those guys to play much, dude. Honestly, I don't.
And that's the problem. I think with Ronaldo, so much hinges on how he can play. Because we saw it today. Like, Careca's not going to take him out. Like, it feels like Ronaldo's the one that dictates how much he's going to play. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like he can fucking put the ball in the back of the net.
That's not from today. That's been
no. But I'm saying today's an example. Like, if Ronaldo had scored that goal in the first half, I'm convinced he doesn't play the second half.
Yeah,
probably.
He stayed in till the whatever after when he came out. He stayed in to try to get a fucking goal. That was the only reason Ronaldo kept playing, was try to get a fucking goal, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
And the only reason why
I'm forced to take him off.
The only reason why I'm throwing Bruno in the mix here is because against Chile he looked like shit for like 60 minutes. Ronaldo came off, and he was by far the best player on the field. Spraying balls left and right. Balls over the top, people getting in behind. He was looking like what he did for the past 6 months at Man U.
Well, that's because Bruno does, I feel like, play for Ronaldo a lot. Like, try and get in the ball a lot, which I hope he doesn't do. Like, just play you. Like, I think Bruno is more important to the Seleção right now than Ronaldo. Bruno has to play, like, at his top level. Like, you have to go through our better players now. Ronaldo's not the best player on Portugal anymore, but...
Right,
but some would argue that with you.
He's going to make everybody around him make sure that he is.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, today they didn't. Today on the first goal, Ronaldo's there, but he passes to Neto.
Yeah, he made the right play.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying not everyone does it. It was like that was the right play today. So
my underperformer is going to be him as well, and we're going to get into that. I guess we could just jump into it now. Andrew says Ronaldo on the field will dictate how the other players will play. Ronaldo on the field or off the field will dictate how the other players will play, realistically. I'll probably start. I'll kick this one off. Listen, there's a lot of debate that goes on about Ronaldo and should he start, should he not. I listened to a clip last week from a very famous or very popular streamer, Skills. He's Portuguese. People probably know him more for FIFA, and now he's into trading cards and stuff like that. And he posted a video that said, basically along the lines of, if Ronaldo wanted to play till he was 45, then I'm going to support it because of everything that he's given to this country, everything that he did. Portugal never used to make World Cups when I was younger. And, now we go to all the major competitions and all that stuff. And all of that is true, right? Like we all grew up in the same time frame. And I remember the days when Rui Costa got sent off against Germany during a substitution and we missed out on that competition, right? I remember listening on the radio and listening to Portugal trying to qualify, right? And just always having the calculator in your hand and figuring out, like, are we going to make it? Are we not going to make it? And yes, we've been very fortunate in the last 20, 25 years where Portugal's been very consistent when it comes to being in major competitions, which is something our parents, right, didn't get to experience as frequently as we have. Now, I feel like there's a lot of people that mix gratitude and reality, right? I can be grateful and appreciative for what Ronaldo has given to me as a Portuguese person, has given to our country, has given to our team. He's done a lot. He's put us on the map. People talk about Portugal because of him, just like people used to talk about Portugal in the past because of Amalia or because of Eusebio. That's just the reality of it. You can't run away from that, right? But because of what he's given us, shouldn't mean that he has to start because we owe him something, right? He was there because he was the best and he performed and he helped us a hell of a lot throughout the years, right? But there comes a time where you need to draw the line in the sand and say, listen, you gave us a lot and we respect that and we appreciate that. But just because of that, we can't have you starting if we see that there's other players that are more capable of it, or we can play a different way just because everything that you gave us. And I think that's where people get confused, or it's like, look at all that he gave us and now he has to start. Like, we have to get out of that mindset. In my opinion, I think, do you want to call him up? Sure, we can have him there. He's a leader. He's got a lot of experience. He can help in the locker room. But I think he's a player of 20, 30 minutes. Maybe there's a game here or there that he can start because of the opponent, and maybe we need to play balls in the box, and he's lethal, when it comes to header. Like, he can give us that. But like when you're playing a game where you need your striker to press, you need him to, create discomfort for the opposing back line, he's not going to give you that, right? So why do we keep messing around with, well, he's got to start and then everyone else has got to play and fit that mold? Like, let's move away from that. We can still respect him and be grateful for what he's given us and have him there and not say he has to start. Like, I can't wrap my head around that. So I'll leave it at that. I think him being there, fine, last World Cup. But like when you hear people saying like he's going to play the next World Cup, and the reality of it is if he wants to play the next World Cup, he's going to play the next World Cup, which again, we go back to this debate because of everything that he did. Let's fucking, okay, then Pep gave us a lot. Let's go get him back. Ricardo Carvalho's on the bench. He gave us a lot. Go get him too. Anyone else? Vitor Bahia. He gave us a lot of years. Let's go get him. Like, be grateful for what was given and what was done, but you need to fucking move on. Like, let's move on. And he can contribute. He can still be a big piece for us, but in the right conditions. Because at the end of the day, he could have walked away as, on a high from the national team. And I feel like as this keeps dragging on, he's going to walk away out the back door.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that are now turning on him because of all of this, when he doesn't deserve that. He deserves to walk out like a fucking king because that's what he was for us. But it's not turning into that, and it's a disaster. I said a lot. I'll stop there. You guys go.
Greatest player in Portugal's history. Second best player that probably ever lived, arguably.
Correct.
Greatest goal scorer that probably soccer's ever seen. Leave soccer before soccer leaves you. That's what everyone is going to talk about around the world. If we don't go far and make an impact in this World Cup, everyone's going to say Portugal fucked up by playing Ronaldo too much. And there's no argument against it.
Yeah, they already say that. And I totally agree with Mike said. Feels like I hate Ronaldo. I don't hate Ronaldo. I probably love Ronaldo more than anybody here. I have fucking.
He had a picture of him in his living room.
Legit for forever. And
now it's on the ceiling above his bed.
Now it's in my office behind my desk. I mean, people come into my office and he's like, "Oh, you're Portugal." I'm like, "Yeah, you see Ronaldo behind me, right?" So I love Ronaldo, but I hate the feeling of what you just said, or what Jay just said, is people turning on him and then him leaving through the small door. I love Ronaldo to leave through, like, win the Nations League, lift the trophy. Hey guys, I've given enough for this club. Me personally, I think I can be called up, and I'm not going to say ever no to the Portugal, but be the value of this seleção. The value, the fourth goalkeeper, be that guy. He deserves a spot. Ronaldo deserves a spot to be that guy, or even be on the bench and be like, I'm here if you need me, but I accept being a backup. Because
there's a lot more that's in play than just like the 90-minute games and potentially 120-minute games. Like, there's the preparation, the nutrition, the intensity at trainings, the meetings,
experience.
That's where he could play the biggest role for the team. You can still play your 20-30 minutes. You're up 2-0. You want to throw them on to go get the third goal. Fine. It's 0-0. They're all hanging out in their 18. You need a body in the 18 that's going to probably tap one in. That's your guy. But for 60 minutes starting a game, you're putting the pressure on everyone else on the field to make an impact to get you some service to hopefully score a goal at this point. That's the problem I have with it. I'm okay if he wants to come in the second half, 30 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm totally fine with that. Greatest goal scorer ever. He's going to get touches. Correct. He's going to make an impact, but you can't start him.
And one thing is, if he comes in, you just remember, defenders respect Ronaldo more than they respect Gonçalo Ramos or anybody else, right?
Of course.
So Portugal is struggling in the game, whatever it is. You put Ronaldo second half, those defenders are going to be like almost like drawn to Ronaldo and frees up other players to do damage, right? Yep. Because Ronaldo gets that attention. I might scared about Ronaldo being overdoing it, overstaying his stay. Is we're wasting a lot of talent around him because now these guys are all turning 31, 32. Okay, Ronaldo finally left. Now they're 34, 35. And their thing is like they could have had the spotlight for a bigger period of time if Ronaldo wasn't there a little sooner. And like the Bruno Fernandes is only now starting to be in the spotlight because Ronaldo took it the whole time. But Bruno Fernandes is now 32, right?
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva was 32, right? So those guys had their prime time come and go while Ronaldo was there, almost overstaying his stay. I think Ronaldo should have left right when he lifted the trophy in 2016. And at that time, he was 38 years old.
Dude,
his ego won't let him. That's the problem.
I am gonna play a little devil's advocate though. If there's that one chance that is gonna break the deadlock, and you can put every single player on our roster, he's the guy that we're all gonna pick. That's the part that fucking sucks. You're literally caught in the middle of, because dude, there's 48 teams in this tournament. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to say, if I just finish in third place, I can get through. If I can tie 2 games, I'm in.
Yeah.
They're going to play everyone behind the ball and just hope for a 0-0 and kick the ball along and hope for that one chance that you're going to get a game. So, like, we're probably not going to see high-scoring games. I think we're better suited to pull Ronaldo in the second half late when teams are tired, legs are gone, the focus ain't there. And he's coming in fresh to get that one half chance that he can better.
Agreed.
That's smart, logical tactics, which will not happen.
Bill, what do you think about this?
You guys do remember that Fernando Santos tried that in the World Cup and he got fired.
What happened to him?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Dude,
like,
we all joke about it.
There's no one out there that's going to bench him, dude.
We all joke about who runs the Seleção. It's Menz and Ronaldo. Right. And if you look at it, and we talked about it, I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the Portuguese podcast at some point. It's like 90-something% of the players on the Seleção are men's guys.
Hold on. And Andrew makes a good comment here. Ronaldo will not allow Ronaldo to come in the 60th minute.
I agree. Subbed off. I didn't watch much of Al Nazir or whatever, but almost every game I did watch, he did come out. Granted, it was like 75th, 80th minute, but he was subbed out almost every game that I watched.
You're not. I don't think you're talking about him coming out. It's him coming in. That's the problem.
It's him not starting.
It's not starting. Coming
out.
I
get that, but like
he's fine coming. He's fine coming out. Like the coach might tell him, "Listen, I'm gonna start you, buddy. At the 70th minute, I'm gonna take you out." I think Jesus in most of those games asked if he's ready to come out.
100%.
If you heard those games, Jesus asked him if he's ready to come out.
Dude, when he got hurt,
ready, and they come out.
When he got hurt, wasn't there a conversation between the two of them? Jesus was asking him, "Are you ready to come in?"
Yeah, there was a clip. And then one time there was a clip. He said no, and he stayed in.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
But if Jesus can't do it, you think Teixeira is going to do it?
I personally don't like Martinez anyway. I think regardless of Ronaldo not starting, he'll fuck something else up. He'll try and invent something stupid. He did it with Belgium. He's going to do the same thing.
What's your take on this, Paul? I think you're on the other side of the wagon.
It's tough. I'm in the same boat where like I love Ronaldo. I still do think that I'm not going to say. So this is my.
It's a yes or no, and then you can go into it. You think you should start?
I do think you should start.
Okay, tell me why.
Because what I think will happen is we're going to end up starting one of the other guys. They're going to suck, and then we'll be like, oh, we're in the same boat. Just because they haven't proved themselves either.
But hold on, I'm going to stop you now. But I can agree with they haven't proven themselves, but do you think that any of the other options have had enough time to prove themselves?
I mean, Gonçalo Ramos did have it. He did have a time to prove himself.
How many games was he able to play regularly?
Yeah, 2 games. One he scored a hat trick. The other one,
but I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe these guys haven't had enough time. But like, Portugal hasn't like sucked every tournament. We've been
no. I don't think anyone's arguing that. It's just
no one is. I don't think anyone is saying that. I just think that we will struggle.
That's an opinion. That we can do more is an opinion.
No. I'm saying.
You don't know that they're going to start Gibbs and we're going to score 6 goals a game. You don't know that.
No, we don't know that. We have to try it because right now we're not scoring 6 goals a game with Ronaldo.
You're saying to try it before the World Cup even starts. I think the first game Ronaldo should absolutely start. If he sucks,
then if he sucks, change it all up midway, like Scolari did in 2000.
All up, change one guy up. Take Ronaldo on the bench and start another striker. That's it.
Yeah, but
if other people, the whole point of having players there is if a guy struggles, you start someone else.
You don't think?
But he just struggled in two prep games.
Wait, you don't think coming into a World
qualifying,
Cup,
not just the 2 prep games?
Guys, you don't think coming into a World Cup with a mindset of what's going to happen or like kind of a game plan is crucial? Going to a World Cup, let's play Ronaldo. And if he sucks, let's switch up the whole team. Let's switch up the main guy that we comes into the World Cup. Let's switch him up.
So let me tell you, what if they start Gibbs and he sucks, and then what? Game 2 is going to start Gibbs again.
That's why you start these guys in the pregame right now in the friendlies. Get the chemistry going, and then play in the first game. Now Ronaldo's definitely going to start because he's played the last few games, right? So that's almost a guarantee starts, right?
Yeah, no. And then I get the not wanting him to start, but he's starting.
And then if he sucks, in Fernando Santos in Careca does the same thing. It causes a big confusion again, like we did in the last World Cup.
Paul, but you said he's going to start. I think we all know that he's going to start. But do you think he should start?
I think the first game, yes, he should absolutely start, in my opinion.
Okay. The first game of the tournament is the most crucial one.
Yep, and I think he should start.
Well, he should definitely start because I'm going to be there and I want to see him play. That's because I want to.
So you're being selfish.
I mean, I also don't watch the Saudi League, but he had 28 goals this season. So I mean,
my
he can
God,
still score.
dude. Watch one game in the Saudi League and then come back to me with your opinion.
Paul, I would bet my fucking kid that you go into Saudi and you score 10 goals.
8.
Probably lose.
I don't know about 10. Maybe 8. Fuck. Timmy says, question, who's better option in reality? Agree with Paul. We just talked about that, right? Like, you've got other options, but you never get a chance to actually see them play regularly to know if you've got other options. That's just the reality of it.
Jay mentioned putting Geddes, right? Geddes is more of like obviously a guy that can run around the box and all that. He's not a true 9, right? The only true 9 besides Ronaldo is Ramos, right? That's
should have called up.
And I don't even think he's a true 9, to be honest.
But he's the only closest option to Ronaldo because Ronaldo's not even a true 9 either. You can say whatever you want. Ronaldo's not a true 9 either. He has been in the. But if you see him play, he comes out to the wing, he comes out to the sides, and he's in the back of the box, and he's not a Lewandowski who sits in the box and he scores.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I was waiting for him to comment. He was taking forever. He must be sweating, frustrated, listening to all this. Man, he says, Ronaldo take a backseat to Geddes or Ramos. They aren't good.
Yes, the answer is that. The answer is yes.
And Ronaldo's 100%. Not good anymore.
One plays in Spain, one plays in France, the other one plays in Saudi Arabia.
No offense to any Saudi fans that might be listening.
No, your league sucks. Like, what are we doing here? There's no argument. This is the same key. This is the same.
How much does Ramos play though? Does he even start? He doesn't start.
He doesn't because
but he still bags like 15 goals a season.
Yeah,
Ronaldo at 28. We already know this. Double.
And he competes with the best player in the world right now.
Double. Fair.
This argument can go on for like days though. We're going to rely on Ronaldo. He's going to be an underperformer. We're all going to say he shouldn't have played. And everyone that said he shouldn't have played is going to be right. It's just a matter of 3-4 weeks from now that we can all agree on something finally.
Careca's fucked either way. He benches Ronaldo. He gets sacked. He plays Ronaldo. We do shit.
I think he's done after
sacked.
this tournament anyways.
So, like,
unless we win, right? Or is he done regardless?
I think he's done regardless. Okay. I think JJ's prepping for that seat.
I just don't want him to start inventing, like, throwing people like way out of position. Like we have 5 right backs and he throws fucking João Neves at right back. I'm just saying guy I'm not sold on Martinez at all. I think he'll probably be one of our biggest underperformers.
Everyone
talk about right backs. Did Nunes get hurt today? Why did he come out after like 20 minutes?
I asked. I didn't see the last like.
I don't think he got hurt. I think that was probably the plan.
I saw something that he felt a knock
on his face and he was coming out like a weird.
I read something before we came live that he came out and he felt some discomfort or something.
He gets hurt all the time. He
Great.
Always has muscle issues. Nuno Mendes.
We should call up Vinagre then.
Danny
Remember
says
that, Paul?
Ronaldo starts every game. Oh, remember Vinagre? We talked about it in
That was
Orlando.
like 10 years ago.
then Paul Dog Liquor.
Oh yeah, that guy too. Danny says Ronaldo starts every game, guys. Next topic.
He's right. He's going to start every game. Won't take him out.
Look, hey, I'll Paul, to your reference about Martinez, I was one of his biggest haters, but I did do a little bit of research on him. He actually did really good with Belgium.
Yeah,
he got a third place finish with Belgium, and he beat some legit teams on that road. He lost to the champion.
But Belgium was also stacked. Like they had a really good.
It was
team,
their golden generation.
Yeah.
That was when they should have won it. Yeah, they were like, I don't remember the favorites if they were favorites or not, but they were definitely up there.
That's not that bad. They lost.
Who
then beat Croatia 4-2 in the final.
I mean, I hope he proves. I do think he's starting to get it where that Nev should be in the midfield with the other two guys. He's been doing it consistently.
I mean, the midfield should pick itself. Like those.
The easiest. I think it has. I mean, all three sides both.
I don't think so, man. I don't think that 3 is convincing enough because of the size. I think if we have the ball,
dude, this guy doesn't like small stature,
dude.
No,
I said this and got my ass chewed.
And I'm not saying like I get where you guys are coming from. With we keep the
ball.
No,
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
But I think there's gonna be games where we need to be physical in the middle, and that's why this Spain needs the raw world.
Can I ask you guys a question? I'm going to ask you guys the big guys. We need big guys, physical guys. Name me a game that you can remember that you needed a big guy in midfield in a major tournament.
They were there, though. They were there. They were in the midfield playing.
I'm asking you to name me a game when you needed a midfielder that was big to win physical battles.
Well, every time we play France, we need a big guy in the middle. We always had William. We always had Pelinha.
William isn't a physical. William wasn't a physical guy.
He's a big dude.
It doesn't matter. We still lost all those games.
Huh?
We won the Euro.
We still lost most of those.
We won the Euro.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is historically, the big guys we've never won those games.
The final with a William was crucial. I named you a final that we won without Ronaldo.
But we didn't need the big guy.
We did. France is a physical team. We needed William. William was huge in that game.
I would 100% disagree with you guys.
I watched that game like probably 5 times because the only tournament.
Yeah, we got dominated. Who
was France's midfield?
William was huge in the midfield.
I think it was Petit.
No,
Petit was crazy.
No, not Petit. The guy that you
Conte, Rabiot probably, and
hold on, I got it here. It was Pogba, Matuidi,
Matuidi,
Sissoko, and Payet.
Yeah,
that was their
starting. You guys are fucking physical. Sissoko was fucking a machine.
Pogba's also a big body.
This is where I think you guys are so wrong. Like the physical game, that's not how soccer's played now. You need players that can actually play soccer.
Jake, look, Spain is a big example. Is Spain better with or without Rodri? And Rodri's the biggest, the midfielder they have.
Right, but you consider Rodri a physical player?
Yes.
I don't.
Who's the
other guys? Yes, he is.
I'll play devil's advocate.
Who's the
physical player?
Yeah, he'd be the physical one, but he's not.
Who's the physical player?
Bigger body. He's the most physical player like in the midfield for Spain. Other ones are technical.
Yeah, you're saying like size
and stuff like that. They're all technical.
Who's the physical player of the team that won the Champions League?
Well, for PSG.
Oh, PSG.
Yeah,
it's height though. They have Fabian Ruiz, a taller guy in the midfield.
Fabian Ruiz
now we're doing
dude.
Height. Oh my god!
Just because they're height, we need to play.
They're bigger, not just height. They're like stronger players.
Who? In Ruiz,
Fabian Ruiz is like a twig.
Ruiz, he's a big guy.
Fabian Ruiz.
He's not a big dude.
He's not a twig.
He's taller than the other two.
Fabian Ruiz is 6'2".
Yeah, so he's not big.
Tall. He could play in the NBA.
But he's skinny. He's not a physical guy.
But he's not physical, dude. He's
not a physical player
today.
Yeah, but it was a big body. I don't understand where you guys are coming from. I think every like Spain was a lot better when we had Busquets. Busquets is a big body that it was. But
Busquets isn't physical. So Busquets. But hold on. Busquets could have been 5 feet tall. He could have still done the same thing he did.
Right, but Jay, just remember. Now we have Vitinha. He's 5'7". We have João Neves. He's 5'7", and we have Bruno Fernandes who doesn't play.
How tall is he? How tall is he?
I don't know.
You know?
How tall Bruno
He's
Fernandes
5'10".
He's like he's the
He's 5'10". He's 5'10".
So he's a big body.
No, but
He's 3 inches shorter.
Dude. Defensive midfielder.
The fuck is 5'10" big?
It doesn't.
It's 3 inches
For
shorter
a
than
woman.
fucking Fabian Ruiz, who's 6'2".
All right,
Dude, 3 inches is big.
3 inches is a lot.
But
Okay?
Paul,
Okay.
Fabian Ruiz did not play defensive midfield. That
No,
wasn't
but
his
it's-
position.
Correct.
Matuidi for France didn't play defensive midfield. Guess
Yeah,
who
it was a
played?
box to box.
Guess who played their defensive midfield? Conte, who's probably, Mikey, look it up, shorter than Vitinha.
I'll tell you.
that's very tough.
So what about size now?
No, but
Conte's
Jay,
5'6". 5'6".
So he's shorter than Vitinha.
all right, but I you understand? I'm not trying to say that all players have to be tall. I'm talking about the midfield has some players that are tall. Like we played. I think we played better with a Trinco that secures the defense. We have a lot of holes in our defense because I think we don't have a Trinco.
But
100%. I agree.
But the reason why our defense probably doesn't get exposed like you guys think it will be is because we can get the ball, keep the ball, and retain the ball. Huge.
Are you
to
sure?
be able to retain the ball.
You sure? Because I didn't see that much today, and we kept the ball for more than 5% more than Nigeria.
I understand that, but according to everybody else, we weren't trying because we didn't want to get hurt.
Oh God. Yeah,
So
I
you
don't think,
can't have it both ways.
No, my look. I'm not sure if you're gonna go to lineups of the players we have there currently. I legit have Samu, Vitinha, and Bruno play in the midfield because of that reason.
I think you guys are crazy.
Jesus
You're just going to
Christ,
play
dude.
Samu because he's a big
I don't
body.
think that's going to happen, but I do agree that for some games we will miss that physical presence for sure.
Yeah, I
You
wish we
wanna
had.
talk about-
I really do wish we had Palhinha on this lineup.
I think you guys are crazy. Just because they're big body doesn't mean anything. The way the Seleção was built right now, the way PSG is built right now, the way Man City's built right now is possession based. Keep the ball, retain the ball. You don't have to defend if
Jake,
you have the ball. And when you lose it, foul, get behind the ball.
Let me tell you one thing. Like when Man City lost Rodri, did Man City feel it?
Yeah, they felt it.
When Spain lost Rodri, did they feel it? I think Spain was a lot worse. When Rodri was in the lineup,
They went to a final of a Nations Cup.
Yeah, and they lost. And if Rodri was there, I probably wouldn't.
In PKs.
Yeah, they still lost.
Yeah, but like PSG just with the PKs, and everyone's like PSG deserved to win the game. Arsenal could have won the game with the flip of a coin.
Dude, stop talking.
The whole physical, we need a big body thing is so
I
outdated.
agree, Oscar.
You guys are
I
playing
agree.
in the 1500s, dude.
Paul, you agree with Jay or with Oscar?
I agree that I don't think all games, but some games will be missing the bigger body. I said it like a month ago or 2 weeks ago.
Maybe
We had this conversation 2 weeks ago, and I
didn't
chat.
see the chat.
And maybe it doesn't have to be maybe it doesn't have to be a big body, but I think we need to have a solid drink. We don't have a solid drink with the three that we have there.
I think Neves can play a little bit of that physical game if you wanted him to.
We need a guy that can actually step into.
But I think
when we're defending, and we don't have that right now. We don't.
And I will say I do think the defense is gonna suffer from not having that, because I mean I know that we don't want to talk about club teams that much, but like Sporting, when Human was out, our defense got exposed like crazy too. So I could see like in Inacio, like they're gonna get exposed more without having that. And to be honest, like out of those three that are in there, maybe João Neves is probably the most like defensive minded. Like he'll actually go back and defend Vitinha too, but Bruno's not going to be back there for the most part.
Can I give you guys another stat? How many recoveries do you think Fabian Ruiz averages per 90?
I guarantee you it's much less than Vitinha.
Yeah, but that's they play three center mids. He's not a Trinco, but he's a bigger body. Like he's just a presence there.
But what
So
does
how
the
many
big body?
recoveries?
What does the big body mean when you aren't doing defensive work?
He averages
Well,
1.8 per 90. João Neves averaged 2.5 per 90 this season.
Like, I don't understand the big body concept. If you're not a big body in recovering balls, defending,
Agreed.
that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're 18 feet
Correct.
tall or you're
That's-
fucking João
That's
Neves.
what Trinco's for, to recover balls.
I agree with that, but I think we need a solid Trinco in our midfield to help our defense, because our defense has holes, and we know
Dude, one of the greatest deep lying midfielders of all time, Pirlo, was probably Vitinha size, and he did both. He defended, won headers, kept the ball, played the ball.
5'10". He's Fabian.
but-
Oh
yeah,
no, he's
but-
shorter than Fabian Ruiz.
He's
Bruno Fernandes size.
He's Bruno size.
I don't think
Which
you
is
can-
our,
I don't think-
that's
I don't
our
think you
tallest
can compare-
midfielder.
Yeah, I don't think you can compare Pirlo to any player that we currently have on our squad.
You can right now. Vitinha's got back-to-back Champions Leagues.
Yeah, but you can't.
The other issue I think for Portugal is like we have a lot of lazy forwards. Like if Ronaldo's in there and Felix, you need
Leao.
that like a more defensive like minded players.
Well,
Especially
that's
like
why
we're gonna
front
have
three.
we're gonna have the wing backs too. Like if Mins is playing, he'll be running up and down the field, and Cancelo too. So having that like defensive minded midfielder is there to help when you need it. Where these guys, I mean, I think João Neves is probably the closest one we have to do it. I'm not saying that he can't or that he won't, but
let's be clear. I think the three that we have for some games are going to be perfectly fine, because we're going to keep the ball. We're going to put through balls. And we're not going to need that physicality in the middle. But once we play a Germany or France, I think we're going to get exposed.
Germany won't make it that far. France probably.
Okay.
yeah.
But
It's very tough though. It is very tough to like not start these three because they are three.
Wasn't
like,
it those three that
superstars.
beat Germany in the Nations League?
Yeah,
They
Bill,
didn't
I'm
get
not
exposed-
saying I'm not.
They didn't get
I'm not-
exposed. That I'm just saying
they-
in today's
they-
in today's game, you don't need that stereotypical Trinco anymore.
You know,
No.
Who played against Germany in the Nations League? Who was our lineup?
Our lineup against
Full
Germany.
lineup?
For some reason, I thought we had
The
Cantinho.
other thing, like, so Oscar, who
tell
did
you.
you?
I'm pretty
who
sure
did
it was those
who
three.
I
did
thought
you
we had
take
Cantinho.
out?
I think João
In
Neves
the
played right
semifinal,
back.
I think he did. Yeah, he did
was
play right back a
semifinal.
couple games. I don't know
João
if that
Neves
was
played
one of
right
them.
back. He didn't play- he didn't
semifinal,
play-
we had João Neves right back, Ruben Dias, Inácio
Thank you.
Mendes, Bernardo, Ruben Neves, Neto, Bruno Fernandes,
Those
Trincão,
Ruben
Ronaldo.
Neves.
So Neves.
So our
So
our
you're
midfield
gonna play
trio-
those three guys.
our midfield trio was Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva, and Bruno Fernandes.
Correct, but
Which-
yeah.
we still have that Ruben Neves, which is a true Trinco, right? That's what he is.
Yeah, but he's not a big physical guy.
Yeah, but he's a Trinco.
I mean,
I'm saying,
he's pretty.
you
He's
don't
pretty.
have to be
He's pretty
fucking-
tall. No, he played center back in friggin' Saudi league. I don't think he's short at all.
And I think
He's
Cannavaro
actually
played
like.
center back.
I think he's bigger than. I thought he was shorter too, but he's pretty tall.
I think he's
He's
shorter than Bruno.
He's a true.
He's
No, I think he's
5'11".
taller.
I think
5'11".
Ruben
I mean,
Neves is a Trinco that can actually he's actually the other player. I forgot about him, but if we do need, he's a player that can play Trinco and step back to the defense if we need to have somebody.
Yeah, he's gonna be like the Nilu. Like
I'm
So
not a
now,
fan of his.
so now we're arguing about 4 inches. Ruben Neves should start over Vitinha. 'cause
Tell him,
he's
Bill.
4 inches taller.
É muito.
4 inches is like this, dude.
É muito, dude.
You guys are crazy to me. Ruben Neves, we just went through this about the Saudi.
No, it's not-
Now
it's
we
not
want
just
to play
height.
Ruben Neves because he's a bigger body. He's not that big. He doesn't play physical, dude. He's not a physical player. Yeah, so he's a natural 6. Wow, big deal.
Yeah,
I don't think
that
anyone's
makes a
saying
big
to start
difference,
Ruben
Jay.
Neves.
Dude, if you have a natural 6, our whole history, and I think most clubs that actually win it, they have a natural 6. Or
In
they go
recent
far, or
history,
actually compete.
So when Real Madrid won those like 17 Champions Leagues in a row, who was their natural 6?
Dude,
I'll tell you guys.
probably Cruz.
No, it was I
It's
think
middle.
Cruz actually
beginning.
played. I think Cruz actually played the 6, but
Yeah.
Casemiro was in the midfield.
And Casemiro's a true 6 too.
I understand that, but when they were winning, they didn't need a natural 6 because they were over half the entire time.
But they still had one, Jay. They still had one there when
But-
they needed the counterattacks. And they won.
Camavinga played center defensive mid against Dortmund.
Who?
Camavinga.
Who's also a 6. He plays for France too, like in that
Yeah,
position.
and he didn't get called up to the Seleção.
Yeah, because now they have too many.
I honestly think the whole "we need a big body" is so outdated, and you guys are going to be so wrong about that.
All right.
I mean, we'll see when we play like a bigger team. Like,
let's
go through the lineup here. What do you guys think? So goalie obviously picks itself.
Yep.
I think a lot of
right back.
I think goalie should be value, just for the kids.
He's not on the roster, dude. He's just there for practice.
Well, I think
right back
is going to be Cancelo.
Cancelo.
Are we just saying who we think it's going to be, or who like we would prefer?
Who we want it to be. From the options
you can say both who you think it's going to be and who you want to be, but I think it's going to be, and I want to be Cancelo.
I think
I want Cancelo. He might use Semedo, to be honest with you.
If he does, I'm not watching a single game.
No,
He's played the last 2 games started.
Yeah, but
Cancelo played on the left side.
They weren't trying.
Cancelo started on the left the first game.
Yeah. All right, center backs. I think this is where it's going to get tricky. Who's your center back? Who do you think he starts, and who do you want to start?
So I think it's going to be Ruben Diaz Inacio. And I would want Ruben Diaz Araujo.
Yeah. I want Ruben Diaz and Vega.
I prefer, honestly, I would start Vega just because of the fill in the blanks for me, boys, because of the bigger body. But I would play Vega. The other two, I just don't trust.
Okay. Bill?
Oh shit, Vega! Oh, okay.
I think he starts with Diaz and Inacio, but I would prefer Araujo instead of Inacio.
You said
I think he starts
Araujo.
I think
Araujo, he's better with the ball at his feet than probably all of our backs.
I think he starts Inacio and Ruben. And I would say, as much as I have a lot of uncertainties with Araujo as well, I think he gives us more certainty with the ball at his feet out of the back with Ruben Diaz. But I think it's going to be Inacio and Ruben. Left side, Mins.
I mean, if he's healthy, Mins.
Yeah, Mins.
Yeah,
all day.
Okay. Midfield trio. I think again, Oscar will have a different opinion, but I think for the most of us, Bruno, Vitinha, and João Neves.
Yes.
Yep.
Oscar, who did you say?
For this first game, because of physicality, because of the nation of Congo is a lot physical compared to almost like Nigeria today. I think Samu should play because he's versatile. He showed that. He
and who do you take out?
João Neves.
Wow.
I think you're absolutely insane.
I play Samu Vitinha right in the middle as the number 8, Bruno as number 10. That's my
Dude, first game of competition is so important, and you're gonna bench João Neves.
I mean, there's no chance that happens. Just like Ronaldo starting.
Congo is going to be in their half for 70% of the game.
Seriously,
they're going to want.
Congo did not tell Nigeria to come to the World Cup. I thought.
I understand that, but Congo is going to go into this game saying we can't lose to Portugal by 2-3 goals. Try to keep this to a 1-goal 0-0 game if possible.
Okay, let's listen. That was just my opinion because we need. If we don't put Samu, we put Ruben Neves because I think we need a trinco against these guys.
Do you guys know? I was just gonna say, do you guys know any Congo players? But I just looked it up and
Mbemba.
Yeah, and Wisa, the guy that played for Brentford. But I wouldn't have figured that out if I didn't.
There's a lot of players that play in England.
Yeah, there's
Wisa
probably in France too.
I thought I looked them up, and I actually knew a decent amount. Maybe I was wrong.
Fair. All right. The wings. Who do you guys got?
This is who we think is going to start?
Give me both. Who do you think and who do you want?
So my first question is, Leão suspended?
No.
Was
he suspended today, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off because I've been shitting on this guy forever. I would start Neto and Bernardo on the wings.
Really?
I think Neto's done enough to play.
Neto? So you would start them. Who do you think he's gonna start?
That's
who you would want. Who do you think?
I think he's gonna start with Leão and Bernardo on the other side.
That's what I have.
Yeah, I think.
I have
Oscar, that's who you want?
I have Ronaldo on one side, Leão on the other.
who you want or you think he starts?
Now, who I think that's who we should start with. I think we need somebody that can either control the game like Bernardo or accelerate like Leão. 2 options right there.
Okay. So Bernie and Leão. Paul?
I that's why I was asking if Leão was suspended. I think he does start. And I think you have to start Bernardo still. So I would agree. It's tough though, because I would do that.
Bernardo's on the older side. He plays 60 minutes, comes off.
Yeah.
Chico comes in.
And you have to think Bernardo. Those guys are gonna be defending the whole time. We need somebody that can break that defense if they're gonna be 10 guys behind the ball. And Conceição is the guy that can go behind the defense. There's not going to be space behind the defense.
Yeah.
So we need.
But the same can be said on the other side. Leão's the same thing. He needs the space behind.
Correct, but Leão can offer you. Oh my God, I hate to say this because he's a big body and he can offer you some physicality in the front, jump into the ball and shit.
You guys think Leão's gonna bring you physicality? You guys
I know, absolutely not.
You got to stop.
Has he ever scored a header?
Oscar says something, it doesn't mean that I agree with him all the time.
Not too long ago, he was he dove into it was a diving header. Go check it out.
Really?
I saw it. This
is the first in his career.
I hate how lazy he is. He's such a lazy player.
Yeah, well, that's Portugal for you, pal.
Felix is the same way. Ronaldo.
All Leão's going to do is run toward the corner flag. Neto, I feel, can be more dynamic, cutting in and making plays. I would like to see Trincão. Ideally, I would in this game because there's not going to be much space in behind. I would like to see Trincão and Bernie wide because they could both come inside. They can open up space for the wingbacks. Who I think he's going to start? I think he's going to start Neto and Bernie, and I think Trincão takes a seat. Pedro says Felix, Ronaldo, and Neto.
I was about to say Felix could be another option because
on the left side,
can work on the left in those tight little spaces. But
no, Felix wants to play like a 9.5. Not gonna.
I
happen.
know
you
tough.
can't have them both on the field. This isn't.
Yeah, he's played central. He's played central in Saudi as well. He's played a lot of games next to Ronaldo.
You can't do it. And don't get me wrong, I thought Felix was actually transforming into an actual soccer player recently, but you can't play both of them. You just can't.
And then striker. Who do you think and who do you want?
Geds.
Everyone thinks Ronaldo.
And it's going to be Ronaldo.
Yeah. So everyone thinks it's going to be Ronaldo.
It's going to definitely be Ronaldo.
Everyone wants Geds but me.
No, I'd put Ramos.
I'd go Ramos.
I think it's going to be Ronaldo.
Yeah, I'm not a big Ramos fan either, but I would go him. Paul, who would you go?
Ronaldo. Well, you take Gonzalo Ramos over Ronaldo?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Start, yeah.
Yes, that's what I just said.
And not over Gibbs though.
Gibbs not over Gibbs too. He's not a striker.
I wouldn't start Geds as a 9.
Geds is like a winger.
He can play there.
I would even go
as far as as a false 9, like Barcelona had for many years.
And here comes Jay. He's going to play Felix in the 9.
No, I'd put Geds on the left side. If you
he can play the wing too.
If you got to a point where the other guys on that side aren't fucking producing, just throw him out there. He'll score goals, dude.
Yeah.
He can. That's what I mean. He can cut in and score goals, and he can go to the Geds did good when he came in because that's the type of player he is. He's crafty. He can score goals.
Yeah,
he's a quick shooter too.
The scrappiness is what I like, dude. Like hustling your ass. It's fucking play for the shirt. Do whatever you got to do. Team says press. Team says play defense. He'll do everything. The other guys aren't gonna do any of that.
Yeah, but if you want to replace Ronaldo with somebody else, the only option you have legit is Ramos, because in another thing that Ramos offers is press. He presses high, and if the team presses high, Ronaldo's not that guy. They'll just skip by Ronaldo really quick.
All right, so we got our 11. Pedro says Oscar wants to bench João Neves and Ronaldo. Fumador. All right, let's go through.
You're not wrong. That's like those are the Ronaldo one, I guess, but the other one is like
the João Neves one. I think is more bold, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's
Samu though too.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I can't believe it.
I want to go through predictions per group. How does the? What'd you say?
Oh, never mind. My screen can go bigger. Never mind.
There you go. Is that big enough for you? How does the third place work? Is it like the
Best.
Best.
I think it's like best 8.
It's
Eight
8
out of
best
the
third place
16.
teams.
Yeah,
All right,
I
so
think they go by
best
goal
8.
points and then goal difference.
Yeah.
It's 8 out of 12, Jay. 8 out of 12.
Jay Manny
so-
asks, "Would you play Leão as striker?" He did play striker many games this year for AC Milan,
and he
and
scored
he
2
had
goals
ups and downs. Yeah.
2
Would you
goals
guys?
all season.
I wouldn't consider him there.
No.
That one's done. All right.
Manny, that
We have
Group A.
takes up.
Paulinho. Go
Group
call up
A.
Paulinho from Mexico.
Listen, he deserved it. He
I
crushed
agree.
it in
If
Mexico.
If you guys are going to start Gonzalo Ramos, I'd rather Paulinho there.
I don't.
But
dis- I
Paulinho's
don't
not there,
disagree
you
with that.
dumbass. He's not. How am I going
I-
to start
if-
him if he's not there?
But I would start him over Ramos, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but he's not there. We're talking about players that can actually start.
Move on to the groups. You guys, Paulinho,
Group
get the
A.
fuck out of here with Paulinho.
You guys are stud.
All right, we got Group A: Mexico, South Africa, South Korea or Korea Republic, and Czechia. Kicks off tomorrow. Jay, who are your top 2?
Mexico and Korea.
Oscar.
I also have Mexico first. Korea. We have to do this at third as well because you never know what happens. So I have Mexico, Korea, Czech.
Okay, so Mexico, Korea,
I have
Czechia. Jay.
I have the same order. Yep.
Okay,
I
Bill?
actually, I don't. I have Mexico, Korea. I don't know. I think I have Czech as my third as well. Let me pull up my bracket.
Bill.
I have Mexico, Korea, but I have South Africa third.
Oh, I have it here. Hold on.
I'm gonna go Mexico, Czechia, Korea.
I feel like Korea always plays well.
I thought about South Africa too, Bill. I just, with all these like legal problems that we're having,
They might not even get in.
I honestly think that like some of these African teams are going to struggle like
Yeah.
with personnel. And I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm
No,
being
I know.
dead serious.
I mean, we've seen it already.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got this one. So everyone thinks Mexico wins that group. Group
Yep.
B: Canada, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. Paul, I'll start with you.
I have Switzerland first, Canada second, and then I have
Third?
Bosnia third, Qatar last.
Okay, Bill.
I had Canada first, Switzerland, then Bosnia.
Damn. Oscar.
I have Swiss, Bosnia, Canada, Qatar.
I agree with that. I think Switzerland tops it, Bosnia second, Canada third. Jay.
I have the Swiss, Canadians, Bosnia, Qatar, only because Canada is playing home.
Who's their coach? Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh.
Jesse.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he does.
They have two. They have 2 legit like strikers, dude. Like they could win that group, honestly.
Is the guy from Turkey
Fun.
still there? David. Is that his name?
He plays
Yeah.
at. Where's he play right now?
He is still
was
there
on,
though.
He was on Juve.
He was at Besiktas before, right?
He was in.
Jonathan David.
Yeah,
that's his
Jonathan
name.
David was in
Yeah, the
France.
striker,
Went to. I think he's
Yeah.
still at Juve right now.
Okay. All right.
No
Group
idea.
C: Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. Jay.
Morocco, Brazil, Scotland, and then Haiti.
I'm gonna agree with you there. Oscar.
Brazil, Morocco, Scotland.
Okay.
Yep, I'm
Bill?
with. I have the same as Oscar.
Yeah,
Brazil,
same
Morocco,
as
Scotland.
Oscar.
All right, so me and Jay are the only ones that don't have Brazil winning this group. Okay. Group D: the US of A, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. Oscar or Paul?
Paul just started last
actually-
year,
All right, then you
What'd
go
you say?
first.
Go, Oscar. You can start.
You
We
like
did
you're.
lean in.
you're
It's
he
like it
hasn't gone
matters.
first yet.
Turkey first. USA, Paraguay.
Okay. Paul.
I have the same thing. Turkey, USA, Paraguay.
See, I didn't want you to go first because you're gonna copy me.
Bill.
I didn't. I got it right here, dude.
Yeah. I
You
don't.
can see
Yeah,
it.
I
Same.
agree. Turkey,
Okay,
USA,
Jay?
Paraguay.
I have USA, Turkey, Australia.
Gotta get mine.
Ooh.
Australia
gonna
always does
say-
play well too. I feel they're like one of those.
Turkey's a
Like a
sleeper,
Scotland.
dude. Turkey's going to be very. I'm surprised people are not taking Turkey seriously.
I would agree, but European, and we can talk about this after, but European teams do struggle in World Cups in the Americas.
Yeah,
And
the
USA's
climate, I
playing
think, is going to
home,
play a
dude.
big part. Yeah.
I think I saw something like only one European team has ever won in the Americas, and that was Germany in Brazil.
I think 9 out of the last 10 World Cups that was not in Europe was won by European teams. Argentina was the one that changed that recently.
Interesting. I've got Turkey, Paraguay, USA.
Yep.
I think the US is going to struggle, and there's a shit ton of pressure on them. The Americans are roasting
I think
them.
they're going to struggle too. That's why I think second. We'll see. I mean, Friday we'll know if they don't win against Paraguay.
They're in
Or
trouble.
even a tie.
They're fucked. Yeah.
It's a big starter for sure.
All right. Group E: Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. Bill.
Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador.
Paul.
I have Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao.
Oscar.
Same.
Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador.
Mm-hmm. No. I have Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Jay, you got the same?
Yep.
I would go Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Yeah, I think Ivory Coast is going to be an interesting team here. I think they've got some serious quality.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's tough because everyone plays each other once. It could be like a tie goal differential type thing.
Group F. This is an interesting group here. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. Oscar.
I have Netherlands, Japan, and Sweden. I think Japan is really good.
I have the same thing. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden,
stop
Tunisia.
copying them, dude.
Dude, it's right here. It's already filled out.
Jay, what do you got?
Japan's winning that group easily. Netherlands and Tunisia.
Jokic is going to lead.
Jokic is going to score. Tunisia's not going to beat Sweden.
Oh man. Bill,
Japan. This is the best Asian team that any World Cup's ever seen.
Japan always plays well too.
Japan is loaded.
They do have some good quality, and they play some good ball.
Yeah, they do.
They always do.
Yeah,
Japan's always good.
Yep. Bill, who's your 3?
Netherlands, Japan, Sweden.
I would go the same. But I think the Netherlands Japan matchup is going to be fun to watch. Group G: Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Paul.
I have Belgium, Egypt, Iran.
Okay. Bill.
Belgium, Egypt, New Zealand.
Because Iran probably not going to make it.
I feel like Iran, they're not going to have players. I mean, they have to. It sucks because they're in Mexico and they have to fly into the U.S. the day of the game and fly out for every single game. It's gonna take a toll.
That does suck, but I feel like it
could also be a motivating factor for them.
Yeah,
I saw they were staying in Tijuana, which is off the coast of Cali.
Yeah,
but the games are all
right
East Coast.
Yep.
So they're legit flying 6-7 hours to go play a game.
The same day.
Why don't they freaking get a hotel on the other side of Mexico? That's dumb on their part.
It's too expensive. I don't know.
They didn't even play tonight. They were supposed to have a friendly. They're not even here yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Portugal isn't either. We're still playing in Portugal.
I think it's going to be the same. I agree with Bill. I think the Iran the travel is going to fuck them over. It's going to be Belgium, Egypt, and New Zealand.
Okay, Jay.
I have Belgium, Iran, Egypt, New Zealand.
Ooh.
It's such a Dawson right there. You think Trump is going to let Iran win?
You think we're going to let Egypt win?
Not Iran right now.
I'm going to go different. I'm going to say Egypt, Belgium, Iran.
Not bad. Egypt just went to the they just made a run to the AFCON.
Group H: Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi, Uruguay. Bill.
Spain, Uruguay, Cabo Verde.
Paul?
Same thing. Spain, Uruguay, Cabo Verde.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Jay?
Spain, Uruguay, Saudi.
This kid he skips the line. He doesn't even
Oh,
Doesn't even wait.
Is your name Jay?
Cabo Verde is like
This
Jay's
is.
just-
I honestly have Uruguay winning the group.
So Uruguay, Spain.
Uruguay, Spain, Saudi.
Ooh. Oscar, what was yours?
European teams in America.
Spain,
And Spain's
Uruguay,
kind of hurt
Saudi.
right now.
Say it again, Oscar.
Spain, Uruguay, Saudi.
Okay. I think I can agree. I think this one's gonna be a tricky one too. I think I could see Uruguay top in the group.
It's
Mostly
gonna be
because
that game.
they've got that they're used to the climate. You watch all the reports, like all these European teams are fucking struggling hard with the humidity. I don't know where their games are, but I think that could be a big piece in that matchup, the Uruguay-Spain game. So I'll go Uruguay, Spain, and I think the following that Cabo Verde is going to get in this country is going to be fucking insane, and that's going to carry them past into the next phase.
Fuck it, win the group.
France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. Funny enough, a lot of French players will be playing their native country in that game. But Oscar, I'll let you go first so you don't cut anyone in line.
All right. This is my, and Jay's gonna fucking hate me for it. But
I went France, Senegal, Norway.
Yeah, guess what? I'm not going that way. My surprise of the tournament is gonna be Norway. I'm gonna have Norway top this group because France is gonna have a lot of drama. So Norway, France, Senegal, Iraq.
Norway, France, Senegal, Iraq. Okay, Bill.
Norway is my dark horse, but they're not topping this group. It's France, Norway, Senegal.
France, Norway, Senegal. Okay, Paul.
I have France, Senegal, Norway.
I do too.
France, Senegal, Norway. I agree that there's some drama in that French national team, but they do have a lot of quality, which you can't take away from them. And them playing Senegal first, I think, is going to dictate a lot. Senegal's good, and they've got big bodies, and they're physical.
Oh,
Here we go.
Hopefully they don't play Portugal then.
I know they'll run all over us. I think there's just a lot of history in this game that's going to make it interesting. I'm going to go Senegal, France, Norway, and I think the difference is going to be goal difference. I think France could drop points against Norway.
Remember, Norway plays Iraq first. If they smash them, they're going to be running strong there.
Iraq might beat Norway, dude.
Shut up, dude. You know what you're talking. I think the sun is hurting you.
Group J: Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
Hey, don't you have a surprise in this one?
Paul.
I have Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan.
Bill.
Yeah, I had the same. Argentina, Austria, and then Algeria third.
Oscar.
Same.
Yeah, I think that's going to be same for a lot of people. I did flip Algeria and Austria a couple times.
Yeah,
but
it's not a. I agree.
That's my pick.
I think Austria might be a dark horse in this tournament as well.
I'm going to go as it's listed: Argentina, Algeria, Austria. Group K, our group: Portugal, Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Oscar.
Oh, fucking assholes! Now I want to hear you guys first.
I'll go first. I think it's an easy one.
I'm going to Portugal first, but I think it's gonna be a tough game in Miami. Especially if we win the first two games. I think against Colombia we might take our feet off the pedal and choke it. So I think it's gonna be Portugal, Colombia, Congo, but it could be Colombia first if we choke.
Okay, Bill.
I agree with that. I think it's Portugal, Colombia, Congo.
Paul.
Same. Portugal, Colombia, Congo is what I have.
Jay.
I have the same as well.
Me too. And the last group, Group L.
Tough group.
England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Jay.
England, Ghana, Croatia.
Oh, okay. Oscar?
England, Croatia, Ghana.
Bill?
England, Ghana, Croatia.
Are you writing these all down, Mike?
I'm going to go back and I'll write them down.
I have England, Croatia, Ghana.
I'm going to go different. I'm going to go looking at England's squad that he selected. I have so many questions. I don't know what the hell was going through his head. I'm going to go Croatia, England, Ghana.
I just think Croatia's so fucking old, dude. They're still
That
running.
midfield is so old.
Like, I just don't think they can keep up. I honestly don't. I wouldn't be surprised if Croatia gets knocked out of the group.
Fair. I mean,
I would not be surprised if they get kicked out.
And Panama gets through? Or are you just saying they don't make it as a best three?
Yeah, they don't make it out of the best.
All right.
Are we doing the best threes? Because we're all different.
We have to be. How are you going to know which one picked up threes?
We just said the best threes.
No, we haven't.
Well, we said all the threes, but we got to pick 8 out of 12 now.
And we have different threes.
I didn't write down the threes.
I mean, we all have different
it'd be
ones.
all different. We all had different.
Yeah, so we probably can't do that because we all have different ones.
We'd have to do we each have to do our own.
I'm not
bracket.
gonna lie, mine aren't like solidified yet. Tomorrow I'm gonna look through them because I have like 1 or 2 that I might switch out.
And you have to remember, like you can pick Algeria is my number 3, but they're playing I think Jordan, right? So like there might be a lot of goals there. So they might not be the best 3 there, but they're gonna have a chance to score a lot of goals. So they might top 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I picked my 3.
That's how I did it as well.
All right. To close it out, I got 2 questions for you guys. One, who do you think wins the tournament? I'll ask you this:
Portugal.
Who do you think your heart, and who do you think your head?
Portugal and Portugal.
I actually agree.
Best team in the tournament.
I'm gonna say Portugal and Portugal too. I do think that we definitely have a chance. Best midfield, I think, in the tournament. So as long as we play to our potential.
Oscar?
I think I think Spain has the best chances to win it. And heart, obviously Portugal. But they've let me down so many times that I don't want to fall in love anymore.
Just in my knockout phase, we gotta play
Probably
the
the closest to the
Swiss.
same.
No, we're not going to be close. The Swiss, the Spanish, the English, and then the French.
So I'm on the other side. I have the Swiss
Do you know how
as well.
fucking hard that is?
So mine is the Swiss.
You also have Spain finishing second over Uruguay. That's why.
Yeah. So you have a lot of good teams finishing second, like France, Spain.
No, I have.
So I have
in their group.
So I have on mine. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can check. It's the Swiss, Ghana. And then I have Argentina, Brazil, and then I have them against Spain in the final. So it's not like there's an easy route. The other side had like Spain, France, and Germany, I think. So like either way, if you finish first or second.
On that bracket, you play Brazil. Brazil knocks out England, right?
Yes, because that's my bottom bracket. It's my final 8. So my dark horse is Morocco. They'll be like the I guess lower ranked team in the final 8 for me. But that's like my dark. But they get knocked out. I forgot who I can check.
Who are we doing dark horse? I think my dark horse is Norway. They are going to be the team to surprise everybody.
Jay?
Japan.
That was mine. Paul?
Morocco. Oh well, did you just mean like who's going to go the furthest? Like that's not
like the Cinderella.
No, who's just gonna
surprise team who can go to the quarterfinals, semifinals? Like
I'd still say Morocco is my dark horse compared to the other teams.
Bill?
Norway.
All right. And Paul had mentioned this earlier in the chat to close this out. Who do you think is the leading scorer of this tournament? Paul, you can start since you asked the question.
Leading scorer. That's tough. I didn't even think about it after I texted out.
Anyone else have one already?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mbappe.
say the Harry Kane or Holland.
Leading scorer of the tournament. So you guys have Norway going far, I guess.
I do.
Didn't you have him finish? Oh no, you didn't have him. I have him third in the group.
I
still think he'd be one of the big teams, like from France or Spain
Yeah.
or Portugal.
Mbappe is like the safe bet.
Mbappe is a safe bet. I just didn't want to say him, but
Yeah.
he's the one that I would think. But I didn't want to say him because it's like the obvious answer.
Bill, who's yours?
Mbappe. I just said it.
Oscar, you said Holland.
Yeah.
Jay, who's yours?
I don't think
I'm going Mbappe.
he's a safe
Paul?
bet. I'm gonna go Mbappe too.
I think
my
France is.
God.
I think France is going to the finals. So, like, he's got 6, 8, 7 games to score goals.
Wait a minute. Jay. You said we have France playing us in the bracket, and we're going to win it.
No. In the final, we play France. We play the Swiss, Spanish, England to get to the final.
Against France.
Pedro says Ronaldo's the leading scorer of the tournament. I'm going to say the leading scorer is French, but his name's not Mbappe. His name's Dembele.
Dembele is a good guess, too.
Yep.
Mike, are you planning on closing this out right now?
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, can I ask 2 questions for you guys?
Yeah.
If Portugal goes out early, what's our headline? If Portugal wins, what had to happen?
Oof.
For Portugal,
if we go out early,
What's the newspaper headline if we go out early?
If we go out early, it obviously points to Ronaldo.
No,
regardless,
it's going to be deception, like deception.
I think it'll be one of those things where, like, if Ronaldo wasn't the reason that we went out early, it's going to be like end of an era type thing, kind of like praising him. If it's Ronaldo's terrible and we go out early, it's probably going to be like a headline that like attacks him type thing. Like Ronaldo.
So I think we all agree if we go out early, the arrows are pointed all in the same direction.
Yeah, coach and Ronaldo.
I think for us, if we win it, what needs to happen? I think for us to win it, and again going back to the conversation previously, I think for us to win it, Ronaldo can't start every game. For me, that's what needs to happen.
And he needs to be okay with it. Because if he's not okay
if he's
with
okay
it,
or not okay, it's indifferent.
I
But
think
it could have an impact in the locker room.
Of course, it disrupts the whole team.
I think something that they could easily do to win it is not play through Ronaldo only. If they played as a team and Ronaldo's there to like do the tap in or score the header, but don't like prioritize the ball to get to Ronaldo every time and play as a team, we will be fine. Because Portugal as a team is solid. But if you're trying to get every through ball to Ronaldo when he's not open, or trying to send that, like Bruno does it all the time, like and Ronaldo's offside, like just play like the way you know how to play. That's how we have to do it. Play as a team, not as get Ronaldo the ball and we'll be fine.
But I agree with Andrew. I think if we win, Ronaldo's a hero and he walks and he becomes the king of Portugal no matter what. And if we lose, Ronaldo still gets the blame. And Roberto Martinez will say another golden generation wasted.
Bill?
I agree. I think for Portugal to have success, Ronaldo has to find the net. And I don't see Martinez having the balls to sit him. So we're riding with Ronaldo.
Do you guys think this is the best Portugal team of our like generation
ever, all time?
I talked about it on paper. I don't think so.
Talent-wise,
Kenny and Oscar argue this hard.
Yeah. On paper, I think this is the best
talent-wise.
team
I would say yes
that we've ever had by far. Best left back in the world, arguably the best midfield in the world, best number 10 in the world potentially.
I agree. I agree. Like we have a ton of talent.
No, but Jay, you have to think. You have to think compared to what we had. Do you think Bruno Fernandes is better than Deco Prime too?
No, but I think Bruno I think right now collectively as a team, we're better than that team was.
Robert, let's go. Just midfield alone, right? You're saying that you have Deco and Bruno Fernandes compete for a spot, both on the prime. I take Deco.
I would too. Deco's the best player Portugal's ever produced.
Figo and who's the winger? Leão, whoever the fuck you're gonna put there, you take Figo. Right?
I would take Figo, yeah.
100%. That's not even a question about.
Thought about it a little bit.
I did.
The other side, like in our at that time, we had Ronaldo as a winger. Nobody's gonna compete with that Ronaldo as a winger.
Right, but you can't have him play both positions.
No, you can't. I'm talking about at that time. We compared that team.
Yeah, he's gonna compare friggin' Pauleta to Ronaldo.
Now I'm comparing this Ronaldo to that Pauleta. This Ronaldo with that Pauleta at the prime. This
So
Ronaldo,
wait,
you're gonna put Gibbs instead of Ronaldo now. So don't say Ronaldo.
No. So you want? Hold on. You want Ronaldo on the wing or as a striker?
No, I'm talking about.
No, he's comparing our current team to the old one. So
the Ronaldo at the prime that I think Portugal the best team.
Yeah. So hold on. What my argument is, on paper we have the best team that we've ever had, including players that are playing for big clubs, playing, starting, and winning. What they do, who the fuck knows? But these guys have won a Euro.
I know, but I'm talking about individual.
They've won two Nations Leagues. Like these guys have won those. Those other guys didn't.
Yeah, but
that's just black and white. They lost to Greece.
I totally get it. Our golden generation of João Pintos and stuff. They didn't win shit. I get it. And this generation has won it. We won with probably the worst team I've seen Portugal play. We won a Euro in 2016. Yeah. We tied 3 fucking games to qualify. Like that doesn't happen. But we won the Euro. Like Greece won a Euro in 2004, playing the most offensive soccer I've ever seen in my entire life, and they won it. So I'm not saying that like because you won a tournament, you're the best team ever.
Did we only win one game that tournament or 2?
Player, I think
in regulation. I don't think we won a game in regulation that tournament.
Yeah, we did again. 2-0.
Wales.
Nani.
Yeah, that was. I think that was the only game we won in regulation.
Yeah, 2-0 Wales. Ronaldo scored and Nani scored.
That's fucking embarrassing. Yeah. Anyways, we can go down this road if you guys wanted to, but I do think this is the best team we've ever had on paper across the board.
What's the answer? What are the answers to your own questions?
The headliner would be 100% coach is the problem. He didn't have the balls to bench Ronaldo, didn't have the balls to make the right subs. No one's ever going to point the finger at Ronaldo. And then if what had to go right for us to win it, some of the other teams have to struggle.
Okay, so more the lack of quality on the other side versus the quality on our side.
We're going to need France to have legit problems in the locker room. We're going to need to make sure that somehow Brazil doesn't turn back the clock. They are playing at home, dude. Like, you guys have to remember that. I know it's in Mexico and in US, but they're playing home games.
They travel well.
There's going to be so many fucking South Americans at these games that it's going to feel like home games for them. The heat, the altitude, all favors South America.
And this is why Colombia in Miami against Portugal.
Yeah.
That game, Portugal's not going to be used to that. And Colombia is.
It's going to be fucking 90 degrees, dude. You can have as many timeout breaks as you want. It's going to be 90 degrees, humid. This isn't the fall, summer weather in Europe.
Houston, 2 of our games are in a dome, apparently, so we're good.
Yeah, no, that's the 2 games that we should win. If we choke any of those games, we're in trouble.
You know who plays in Mexico regularly? Paulinho.
Well, not right now. Last year he did. Hey, I'm actually interested in everyone's young player. Like who's got a sleeper player
for Portugal or in the Euro?
Just the World Cup.
I had one, but I think he got hurt. No, Yamal's not a sleeper, bro.
You said
Yamal's the best player in the tournament.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you
Yamal might not even play the first couple games.
Yeah, but he's not a sleeper.
He's not gonna.
Yeah.
No, he won't play.
Yeah, he's not a sleeper.
My young player,
German kid, the Kako, but I think he got hurt.
That kid is fucking nasty.
Carl?
I think he got hurt.
Leonard Carl. He went back to Germany. He got hurt.
Yeah, he's fucking nasty though.
But he was going to be
Neves.
I mean, that's another one that he's good at. Like, he's already nasty. He's like a top player.
I have 2 kids, but Mikey, you go.
I'm gonna say, based on the end of the season that he had, and a lot of headlines being about his nation, I think Sheldrup has the potential to have a breakout World Cup given the last 6 months.
Jay hates him. Jay thinks he sucks, right, Jay? You told me.
I do think he sucks.
Jay, who are yours?
Jan Diamond for Ivory Coast, 19-year-old, and the Mexican Gilberto Mora, 17 years old, probably going to start, probably going to end up Real Madrid after this tournament.
Oof. Guler's a good shout from Danny.
I like Guler. Yeah.
Guler's another one.
Nico Paz had a fucking great season at Como, but I don't know if he starts for Argentina.
I don't know if he plays much unless there's some injuries.
You know that fucking Real Madrid can sign him back for $9 million?
Yeah, there's a buyback clause.
These motherfuckers do. They're fucking sell players. They put those fucking clauses in.
Oscar, smart. Who's your choice?
There's a guy for Argentina, young kid, but I forget his name, and I'm trying to remember it. And I think he's Benfica wanted him. He ended up going to Atletico Madrid or something like that.
Oh, Thiago. Is it Thiago Almeida?
Almada, whatever it is.
Almada?
Yeah.
Thiago Almada?
Yes. He's young, right? He's a young player for Argentina.
Yeah, but he doesn't even play for fucking Atletico.
Yeah, but I think he got called for Argentina.
Danny's messing. What happened to the New York game? What's going on over there? Oh, caralho, they're losing. No, but boy. I think this Gilberto,
they rallied up.
He plays for Tijuana. If he had the proper people around him, he should go to Portugal for 2-3 years and then go to Europe, like a big club in Europe.
My guy is 25 years old. Forget that fucker. He's old.
I'm gonna do a menu shout out. Kobe Manu is gonna have a good tournament for England.
Oh God!
Tell me you don't know any other young players without telling me you don't know.
I'll tell you this: I don't know any of these like little kids that you guys are talking about. I do know João Neves though.
Danny said, "Yeah, isn't Nico Paz hurt?"
I think he was hurt. I thought he got hurt.
He got called up,
but he played. He played for Argentina yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe he was hurt towards the end of the season. Fair. All right, gentlemen. Any other final questions or comments before we sign this
Spurs are winning by 5 points. 3 minutes left.
All right.
Yeah, they were up by like 30.
For all of you that live in New York, take shelter.
Yeah.
Don't wear his first shirt.
Somebody go protect the statue.
Send me videos.
They were down
on the ground.
They were down like 30 though, so they rallied back, or like high 20s.
We will be back next week. Portugal plays in Houston next Wednesday. Some of us will be there. I'll be there. Oscar will be there. Paul will be there. Jay, are you going there or no?
It's 50-50 right now.
All right. Bill's still on the fence as well. So if you're traveling,
my wife can't see this. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not
I was lying. Another Bill. I know another Bill. There'll be quite a few of us traveling down there. If you're going to be in Houston, let us know. We can grab a drink, but I'm sure you'll see us. We'll be back next week to recap match day 1. We'll talk about the Portugal team. We'll talk about our experience to travel, and we will talk about the other results in the tournament. Gentlemen, as always, a good start for this podcast. A little bit longer, but we had a lot to dissect. We'll see you guys next week. Viva Portugal, and enjoy all the World Cup matches that kick off tomorrow. See you, gentlemen. Have a good night.
Yeah, boys.
Later, guys.
Good night.
Later, boys.